Hello everyone, tuning in on Facebook and YouTube. Welcome to our live stream of the Premier League T20 game. A bit of a delayed start, a bit of rain in the air, but the toss is done. USRC have won the toss, will bat first. We will have playing 11s for you shortly. I have them right here, give me a moment. Might as well read them out for you while we're live. USRC captained by Imran Arif, going in with Umar Muhammad, who I think is the keeper, Ali Shkawat, Sharia Khan, Zakir Hayat, Muhammad Ehsan, Shan Raja, Akbar Khan, Shahid Wasif. Shahid Wasif might be keeping actually. Waqas Khan and Gazamfar Muhammad. 13th and 14th men are Aryan Muhammad and Jalal Afzal Muhammad. Both have come over from Lil Saiwan, but still relatively new to Premier League level. The biggest news in this lineup, of course, are Gazamfar Muhammad and Waqas Khan, who both played Premier League for Lil Saiwan last season and who are now representing USRC. He's got a decent spin attack in Muhammad Hassan, Shan Raja and Gazamfar Muhammad. All three of them spinning the ball away from the right-hander. Should be interesting to watch. Lil Saiwan, on the other hand, relatively young, new-looking team. Nathan J.C. Kellart is set to make his Premier League debut. Ehsan Khan, of course, the captain. Ramesh Upul Rupasinghe, of course, the wicketkeeper. Bilal Akhtar, the young leg spinner, played in the Epic Group All-Star Series, now set to play in the Premier League. We've also got Mohsin Khan, the left-arm swing bowler. Mehran Zeb, the young batsman. Ibrahim Ishaq Muhammad, the young experienced batsman. Ehsan Ayaz, the opening batsman / left-arm medium bowler. Tanveer Ahmed with a new ball probably, and the return of Munir Ahmed Dar to Premier League level after taking a season off has now come back to bolster the batting stocks. Anshupesh Doshi and Mohammad Jafar Khan, two youngsters in as 12th and 13th men. Toss is done. USRC have won the toss and will bat first. Again, there's a bit of rain in the air, so we'll be trying to get our cameras and everything waterproofed ASAP, and hopefully we don't have any major impacts on the game as the match progresses. You can see our cameras are slightly askew. It's currently being worked on. My apologies. Hopefully everything's in place to get underway on a scheduled start, but if it's not, we'll keep you updated. Stay tuned. As mentioned earlier, a bit of rain in the air, so some concerned looking faces by the ground staff. Some dark clouds moving past us. We're busy waterproofing our cameras. What that means is we're wrapping them in plastic bags and putting umbrellas over them. So hope that works, and hopefully the rain stays away and we can get a full uninterrupted game of cricket starting at 1:30 sharp, which should be in about 5 minutes. Stay tuned. And umpires are making their way out to the field. Still a bit of concern about rain, but for the time being we're pressing ahead. I'll let you know who the opening batsmen are very shortly. Umpires are making their way out in the middle. As you can see, the ground staff just driving their cart off the field. Everything's set, the pitch is ready, cameras more or less ready. It's a bit of fine tuning going on there. Our roaming cameraman just arrived with some fresh water. Yeah, Vance Chan. All set to get on the way. USRC winning the toss, electing the bat first. In case you missed it, here's the playing 11s once again. Captained by Imran Arif. USRC also have Ali Skawat, experienced former Hong Kong opening batsman. Umar Mohammad, left-handed top order batsman, might be opening right now, to be confirmed. Shahriar Khan, the pace bowling all-rounder for Pakistan. Sorry, mind folks. Looks like opening batsmen are Muhammad Umar and skipper Imran Arif taking strike here. Mohsin Khan likely to open the bowling for the other side 1 yard. Number 99, left arm swing bowler, gets good movement through the air. Ramesh Upal Singh behind the stumps. He's got a slip. Ehsan Khan, the captain, third man, fine leg. Action set to get away. Shorai Vacha, the umpire on screen. Square leg, Tausif Bukhari. The two umpires for the day were starting action from the Argyle Street end. Imran Arif gets it prepared to face the first ball of this Premier League T20 tournament. This is the first game. Second game is in 30 minutes at KCC. Might be a bit of delay there as well. Let's see how the weather plays out. New live streaming technology being tried out down at KCC. We'll see how that goes. But for the time being, we are live here with 3 camera angles. This third one just about getting lined up as well. So everything coming in place just in time here as Mohsin Khan runs in to Imran Arif for the first ball. Little side 1 versus USRC. Here we go. Ooh, bit of shape right away. Working the leg. Bit of a yes no. Ooh, a lot of excitement and energy there in that first ball. Good shape in from Mohsin Khan. Flicked into square leg where the fielder was sharp. There was no run taken, so dot ball, and we're underway. As you can see on your screen now, camera number 2 looking pretty good as well. The back end view, the view from the other end. And camera 1 all set. Camera 3 following Mohsin Khan. We're all ready, folks. Hope you're enjoying this broadcast. If you have any comments or feedback, leave it in the comment section on Facebook and YouTube. We'll have some other commentators come in due course over the course of the day. As Mohsin Khan runs in for the second ball. Oh. Shot! That's a shot and a half. That's all out of here. That's 6. Imran Arif starting the innings in style with that hit. Beautiful little Gencor Premier League replay animation comes on the screen. Solid shot that, just planting his front foot down and swinging through the line. Bit of shape, not a lot of shape. in the arc out of the park. Imran Arif making a statement.
Imran Arif.
Camera 2 looking good.
Imam Muhammad.
Thanks. Excellent start here, folks. A lot of drama here. Again, this is of course a big grudge match because USRC have poached several Lil Saiwan players during the off-season. Gazanfar Muhammad, Waqas Khan both making the jump over. Here comes Mohsin Khan bowling. Tighter on the pads, work down to fine leg. We'll get a single. As mentioned, Gazanfar Muhammad, the leg spinner, and Waqas Khan, the batsman, both making the jump over from Little Saiwan over to USRC. Umar Muhammad on strike. So 2 Little Saiwan boys have moved over to USRC in the off-season. Aftab Hussain has moved over as well, though he's not in the playing 11 today because he's still in Pakistan. They've also got the 12th and 13th men, both of who played for Little Saiwan in the past, Jalal Afzal Muhammad and Muhammad Aryan. So really strengthening their resources. Oh, Umar Muhammad. There we go. Down the wicket, flicks it hard into the leg side for 4. Lovely shot from the left-handed wicket-keeper batsman. He'll be keeping wicket today as well, I'm reliably informed. That's a nice little shot there, sachet on the wicket. Not a huge amount of movement there for Mohsin Khan, but very good shot. Positive intent there for Mohammad Umar right away. And USRC winning the toss, opting to bat first and making a statement right away. A 6 on the 4 in the opening over against Mohsin Khan. Munir Dar having a chat with his bowler.
Yeah, smart decision to win the toss and choose to bat first, Nitesh. We just saw that on the earlier game when we had the under-16 All-Stars playing here, that the pitch was beginning to take quite a lot of turn. So I think that's probably a good tactic, try and get the best out of the wicket, and USRC have a strong...
Got it!
There we go, big swing from Umar, takes the outside edge as Mohsin swings the ball away from the left-hander in a regulation catch. Ehsan Khan just taking it above his head at first slit. So, after those early fireworks, USRC lose their first wicket. Yeah, as I was saying, USRC would be keen to put a good total on the board and then back their spin bowlers to exploit this pitch and take advantage of it. This is first strip of the season used on this square, but it's had a couple of matches on it already, just last Thursday, just being, and yesterday.
Yeah, everything's happening in the first over, Horse. You are right. 6-4 wicket, we've had it all.
No ball and a wide.
That's all we're missing, extras, no balls and wides. Well, Mohsin Khan won't want that. Maybe hoping that doesn't happen this over. In number 3, Shahad Wasif. His second season for USRC. Made the move over last season. USRC, of course, in the Sunday League, moving up to Division 1 this season. That probably helped inspire a lot of the transfers coming across, because the Sunday League team was now in the top flight as well. Here comes Mohsin Khan. Hong Kong teammate Shahad Wasif, Mohsin Khan. It's a top ball.
Yeah, Shahid, formerly a Little Saiwan player. Last season was his first season with USRC, and I'm not sure if he's had a role to play in all the guys that have transferred over from Little Saiwan, but there's certainly been an exodus. But that's not going to stop Little Saiwan. They've still got a great bowling attack. 2 left armers and Mohsin and Dhananjay.
This is interesting. Munir Dar, coming out of Premier League retirement back into Premier League cricket, is opening the bowling. Thought he's picked to bolster the batting but also the spin attack. Now missing Aftab and Gazanfar. Needs a bit of bolstering too. So Munir Dar, Hong Kong legend, won a game against Bangladesh with a bat famously in the World Cup qualifiers, T20 World Cup, back in 2014. Now here to open the bowling. Exciting stuff. Both of us are eating our lunch.
It's actually my second lunch, Nitesh, but we won't tell anyone. Yeah, there's more than enough bowling in this Little Saiwan attack. It'll be great to see young Bilal Akhtar come on, bowling his leg spin. He's been around the Hong Kong men's training environment, as that's a phenomenal slog sweep, and that is out of the ground.
Imran Arif in some form today. He's come up with a point to prove.
Yeah, USRC will be coming in with a point to prove. They've got, they've had a number of years, been at the bottom of the table with Premier League stuff.
They never won a Premier League game. This is their first. Sorry, they joined the Premier League a couple of seasons ago. I think this is their third season, if I'm not mistaken, playing Premier League cricket, and they're yet to win a game at this level. So they want that first win. You can sense it. New kit, shake-ups in 11, new recruitments, positive attitude. They hosted the awards night the other day. I think they sense this is their season to make history.
Yeah, they're on the move, all right. So it's going to be interesting. I keep trying to say that Little Sawan's got a good bowling attack, and I can't quite get it out because there's just too much action to Tesh. I'll have to say it quickly. They've got Mohsin and Dhananjay, both left-arm pace bowlers. Tanveer, right-arm pace bowler with a lot of international experience. Bilal Akhtar, great up-and-coming young leg spinner. And the wily campaigner of Ehsan Khan, as we see another sweep. And that's just plugged in the soft outfield, and they'll just pick up the 2. Wow, what a start.
Yeah, 17 for 1, 19 for 1 now with that. The man are quickly on to 15 after just 5 balls. As the player has worked on his batting a lot as well in the past few years. He's taken more of a senior responsibility at the club, coaching the next generation, adding more skills to his cricket. He's showing them off here today. Munir Dar fires that in short. Worked the short third for no run. Munir Dar, lots of experience. I don't think there's more experienced player at the highest level right now going on in Hong Kong than Munir Dar. He's a young man, 45, 46, 48.
Young enough to still be out there causing trouble.
Nicely bowled again. Going for a run here, that might not be on. Oh, they're playing for obstructing the field, I guess? That's the appeal for?
I don't think that's fair to say he's obstructing the field. I think he was just running his line there.
Tausif's not interested. Fair enough. Munir himself, an ICC level umpire, likes to flex that around. ICC qualified umpire himself, has a lot of experience. Oh, he's still having a chat here with the umpire. Tausif just having a word with Imran, as we can see here. Friendly word. Pat on the back. Heated game this.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot. It's a great weekend of cricket, Nitesh, especially with the KCC game about to kick off.
I've already got a code of behaviour report. Someone wants to report a suspect bowling action. There's been vandalization of our grounds, and now there might potentially be another dispute here. And we're not even done with Sunday, so fun weekend to start off. Anyways, Munir Dar still going on here with Tausif. Not quite happy with what's happening. A lot of conversations going on here. Tausif handling it well with a smile on his face. Good calm head out there. As Munir continues on. Well bowled, worked away to point for no run. Lots of noise in the field, lots of energy. Intensity high here. Good rivalry forming between these two clubs. You know, we usually associate LSI and PCC as a big rivalry in the independent clubs, but USRC now. They're not independent anymore, the Premier League. Oh, there's an appeal for something here. Yeah, appeal for something.
There's appeals everywhere, people running around. Batsman's going, what's going on? There's hands on hips, and all that's happened is a dot ball.
This is fantastic.
So we'll just. But I think that gives you a sense of the excitement and tension in the game and the
intensity here,
competitiveness between these two sides. Watch this space.
This is the new big rivalry forming here, especially after that off season. You know. Especially after all those players.
Yeah, look,
across.
the moving and shaking between the sides certainly wasn't done early in the off season.
Oh no. Although we didn't have much on off season, to be fair. We only really had a month.
It was very short, and we're seeing the umpires have a chat here because, well, we'll have to see, but they're certainly going to have to manage the tension out there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't have any stump mics to find out exactly what's going on out there.
Imran Arif is getting in on it now.
Everybody's getting involved here. Great camera work here by Our resident cameraman, Vance Chan, I think it's his debut actually. Previously been on the commentary, but probably made about as much noise as he does on the commentary as he is behind the camera. Which isn't a lot. He's doing a fine job. If anybody's got it lip reading, hopefully you can update us with what's going on out there.
I think we're ready to resume the cricket now. I think all the conversations are done, everyone's caught up, all the friendly chats, all the pleasantries have been exchanged, and we're ready to resume playing. Keepers coming up.
Someone on the live chat saying who's going to win. Well, your guess is as good as mine, young man.
Put it this way, USRC have never won a game at Premier League level. But if they're ever going to win a Premier League game, a game at this level, it's going to be today. This is the strongest team they've ever put out. The other side won, probably weaker than they were last season. There's raindrops above our head. It's all happening. It's all happening in these first 2 overs as Mohsen Khan runs in. Keeper standing up in the 3rd over. Ooh, good run there. Scamper through as the rain is starting to come down. Rain is starting to get heavier. That's all we needed in this game. We've had all the drama. Now time for a bit of rain to cool things off.
Where did that ball go? Was it just
A square leg. Farms is heading off, leaving his second lunch and commentary duties to go and waterproof our cameras as Mohsen Khan continues. Running into bowl, left arm over, keeper standing up. You can see a bit of raindrops on your screen.
Watch out,
It's
watch
hit
out.
straight down to us here. Boom! Whistles past me 6. What a shot! Glad it didn't take out our machines and take out our cameras. Didn't take me out. Thankfully, went right past us for 6. Imran Arif has a point to prove today. But that was Shahid Wasif, isn't it? That was Shahid Wasif, wasn't it? My bad. Shahid Wasif with a wonderful shot there against his Hong Kong teammate, just hitting it dead straight, all the way for 6, safest part of the ground. Ball starting to get a bit wet. You see the camera shaking because Mark Palmer's on the ladder trying to waterproof it. You can see raindrops on your screen. What a start. Premier League T20 off to a cracking start here. Wickets, runs. Now around the wicket. Mohsen Khan changing things up, going around the wicket. To Shahid Wasif. Shahid Wasif, that was his first runs. He's opened his account after 3 dot balls with a 6 straight down the ground. He's now here to face his 5th ball, 3rd of the over. Played nicely down the ground again. Long on, attacks the ball. Fires it in. Ehsan Ayaz. Right into the keeper's end. Good throw, good arm. Quick look around the field. They've got long on back. I think they have long off back as well. Ehsan Khan, or is he at mid off now? Oh, they've got fine leg back. So Ehsan Khan is patrolling the mid off boundary. Sorry, mid off circle. Having a word to his bowler. A bit of sloppiness there. The ball's just been left to be collected on the wet grass by the long on fielder. Lots of tension already in this game here early on. Heated exchanges in the first 2 overs. Bit of rain. 4, 6s, a wicket. Here we go. Imran Arif now on strike to Mohsen Khan. Ooh, bowled him! He's bowled him! Mohsen Khan, look at that celebration! What's that for a celebration? Full onset of some little bit of shake back in. Imran goes for a big hit and just drags into his stumps. And Mohsen Khan with a big prolonged celebration there. Love that one. Huge wicket there again. Imran Arif was looking good. 2 down in the power play so far, USRC. All that anger, all that excitement, all that intensity, just need a calm head now. Who's in next? Number 20? Is that Waqas Khan? Former Little Saiwan boy making his debut for USRC. Waqas Khan at number 20, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't the number on the team list?
He's up. Yeah, 20.
Yeah, 20. Waqas Khan. Here we go. Former Little Saiwan boy making his debut for USRC. Shahid Wasif at the other end. They made that move last season. Imran Arif has gotten his team off to a start, but he's dismissed. 28 for 2 and 2.4. Lots of excitement here. Our camera's gone offline. We're going to shift to the other cameras as we try to get that one back on. The waterproofing has gone a bit awry, I think. Right, we're on this camera for now. Apologies for the technical issues, folks. Hopefully we'll get that camera back live soon. Anyways, Mohsen Khan has his 2nd wicket. He's taken a wicket in each of his overs. He's been hit a little bit. He's pitching it up. He's swinging it. A couple of boundaries, but a catch it slip and on inside edge onto the stumps. 2 wickets for Mohsen Khan. Good start for the Little Sawan boys. A stat I put around earlier. I don't know if that stat's still true, but it's a stat I've heard a while back that if you lose 3 wickets in the power play, you tend to lose 80% of your games as Horace Long drives by us. Sure, Vacha just having the bowler, telling the bowler to have an eye on where he's following through as he bowls. Waqas Khan getting ready. A lot of excitement here. Let's start this game. Here we go. Waqas Khan, Mohsin Khan into Waqas Khan, and a bit of shape, lovely bit of shape on that ball. Played back down to Mohsin for no run. Mohsin Khan coming in for the third ball. Last ball of the over. 28 for 2 now. Here it comes. Played nicely on the ground. Quick run, yell for a run out here, run for throw, but he scampered through. He's got that run, so he's off the mark. Waqas Khan, his first run for USRC. And that's the end of the third over. 29 for 2. One action-packed 3 overs it has been, as we try to get our camera back online during this little break between overs. So pardon the grey screen. I'll give you some stats scorecards in the meanwhile while we try to get that camera back up and running. Munir Dar set to continue from the softball end. The rain came for a bit. It's gone now. No more rain in the sky. It's a little bit of a drizzle as dark clouds pass us over. Cloud cover, no doubt, helping Mohsin get a bit of shape as well, so he wouldn't mind too much. Munir Dar at the top of his mark. Hands on hips, ready to bowl, ready to continue the action. Bowling to former teammate Waqas Khan. Shahid Wasif, another former teammate at the other end. Although if you had a career as long as Munir Dar, I guess most people count as former teammates. Nice calls from Munir Dar. No singles there in the ring. He wants all these dot balls here. Into bowl, scores into the offside, quick attack on the ball, quickly into the keeper. Very good fielding there. Ehsan Ayaz, the man there. Rounds of applause for that fielding effort. It's a dot ball. Quick look at Munir Dar's field. He's got long off and long on both back. So if the batsman wants to hit him down the ground, they're more than welcome to attempt to clear the fielders. But apart from that, it's a little too straight on the legs. He's worked into the leg side. Gets one. I think it's going to be one. Now he's adjusting the field again here, Munir Dar. Lots of excitement. Here you go, Munir Dar again. Cut into the offside, fielded nicely. And in comes the throw. Efficient stuff here from the other side. One efficient from Munir. Things seem to have calmed down a bit. Cooled down after those explosive 2 overs. A lot of conversations between the players, but everyone seems to have settled into the game now, and we're going through these overs a bit better. Lovely shot, picks it up and over, wide of long gone. Beautiful shot. That's 4 runs. Munir cut, short cut, bursts through the fielder's hands. Might have got a hand to it, not sure, but that's another boundary. So back-to-back boundaries here for Shahid Wasif, starting to look good. Very positive batting here from Shahid Wasif, the Hong Kong wicketkeeper batsman. Number 96. Missed some of the Premier League and the All-Star Series last season due to injury. He'll be happy to finally be back out there playing and scoring some runs. Our camera 1 is back live. Camera 1 is working alright now, so technical issues seem to have been resolved for the time being. Oh no, it's gone black again. Okay, on the pads, worked away to the leg side. Quick single. Get there. It just went again. It just went black again. Sorry. Pardon the technical issues, folks, as we are now 39 for 2 in 4 overs.
Dhananjay.
Looks like Dhananjay Rao is going to come on to have a bowl here. Young Dhananjay Rao, left arm swing replace. Left arm swing a bit different to Mohsin Khan in that he does have a slightly different release and he gets a bit more cut and a bit more on his accuracy. Not quite the hooping swing that Mohsin Khan gets. Okay folks, technical issues resolved. Great work on farms there. And we're back live with the proper camera as Dhananjay Rao runs into bowl to Shahid Wasif. Short, cutting offside yellow catch, but no one's catching that. It might not go all the way to the fence for 4 though. The outfield's nice and long and it's taking a bit of water. Yep, it's just one.
Still not working. That's good.
So yeah. Single there to start, Dhananjay Rao a bit short and wide to start here. USRC 39 for this. A positive start by USRC. They've lost a couple of wickets, but the run rate's looking healthy and like I said, this wicket has got something in it for spinners. They've got 3 spinners in their team. They'll want to get somewhere in the vicinity of 130, 140 and that will help. That's 4 more. Waqas Khan leaning into that and smashing it down long off of 4. Former teammate Dhananjay Rao gets forward on the front foot and lifts him over extra cover for 4. Nice looking shot. These two batting well here.
That was Shahid that hit that.
Oh my bad, Shahid Wasif. Apologies folks. A lot of action, a lot of excitement here. Shahid Wasif number 96 hitting that for 4. It was Waqas who got a single first ball of the over. We'll get the score overly updated in a moment. As Dhananjay back into Shahid Wasif again. No run. Lots of cheering going on here for Dhananjay Rao. Our roaming camera is back. Wide out off some play and a miss. Those of you watching at home can follow the score live, I think, on Cricket's Q, Cricket Info. And also just watch our live stream. Here comes Dhananjay again. Nice short ball. Oh, bit of a fumble by the keeper and they're going to run through for 1 here. Clever bit of running. Good short ball, well aimed, good slow short ball, but bags. Have a chat here again between Dhananjay and his captain about setting the field. He wants to make an adjustment by the sounds of it. Hit hard but straight to mid-off where Ehsan Khan tidies up.
Yeah, it's a good run there. Good awareness from Waqas knowing that Ehsan's sitting back on the ring, so an easy single to him. And at the conclusion of 5 overs, the score is 47 for 2.
Reference, in case you want to cross check.
No, that's alright.
Incredible start here by USRC. They've come out all guns blazing and they've thus far made a great go of the early part of the batting power play with another over left in it. This will be a very significant partnership and there's a lot riding on this partnership for USRC. As we see the wise man Ehsan Khan coming on board.
Last over of the power play, important over. Captain taking on himself to bowl that.
I think you can expect to see a bit of turn here. I don't think it's going to be an easy pitch to bat on against Ehsan Khan. He gets a lot of revolutions on the ball and if he's able to get that in the right areas it's certainly going to be challenging. In saying that, these both batsmen played a lot of cricket with Ehsan, both within the Hong Kong national team. Nice and at Little Saiwan, you can see there already the grip and the turn that's going to be coming out of this pitch, which Would suggest it may be tough for Esan to get an LBW unless he's firing through an arm ball. Oh, you can really see it dusting up, and with this 20 overs on this pitch, and then the USRC spinners must be licking their lips, excited to get out there and play on this. So we see that go past the outside edge. We've certainly got a very exciting contest on our hands here.
Yeah. Esan Khan's got a deep mid wicket and a long on back. And he's bowling very well to his field here. Not giving the batsman any room to hit him into the offside. Nice and full. Lovely again. But well worked away.
Yeah, great communication and calling there just to pick up that quick single. So it's just dropped out and towards point. Let's bring Shahid on strike against Esan.
Final 2 balls of the batting power play. 48 for 2. It's been a good start by USRC. Can these two see these last few balls off? There we go.
Esan bowling it very quick, trying not to give the batsman any time or flight to get under that ball and try and launch it down the ground.
Water.
Lost his run up there. Not only is he not giving the batsman any time, he's not giving the scorers much time. He's running through ball by ball very quickly. No attempt to settle and adjust. Lovely again. Excellent over from the skipper. 48 for 2 at the power play. Good start by USRC. A couple of wickets, but they've made a statement here. They've taken on the new ball and they've laid the platform. Things have calmed down now after all the initial excitement those first 3 overs. Dhananjay Rao now, getting ready to bowl.
Horace.
Great cricket awareness there from our grounds manager. Dhananjay comes in and that's crushed through the covers.
That's
it's a slow outfield, but that is going to race away to 4-4.
Waqas Khan.
Dhananjay just offering a bit too much width there.
News from KCC is we're going to have a bit of a delayed start. Understandably so. I think the under 13 game there just ran the distance and the rain going around as well. So a bit of a delayed start down at KCC, but we are underway here. No run.
So the field set here, we've got a wide fun leg, deep square leg, long on, and a deep cover sweeper, and a third man. Work behind point just for the one as Mason runs round from third man to pick up that ball. And the score continues to tick along quite nicely, currently going along at just over 8 and over, which is an absolutely cracking start by USRC. Looking good in their brand new uniforms for the season.
Yeah, I like the uniform. It's a bit different to what normal clubs do. The clubs normally do, sorry.
I like it. It's good representation of the club. Quite a lot of greenery around the club. Lovely pull setting.
It's in the air.
Short and pulled away. That's going to fall well short of the fielder at deep square leg, and I'll just run through for one run.
53 for 2 in 6.3 overs. 54 now. I think if they get to 160, if they keep this run rate going, they'll be pretty happy with that. Got the bowling attack to back it up. They've got 3 good spinners, all who spin the ball away from the right-hander.
Worked into the leg side for one. Really smart play there by Ruckus Khan, and running between the wickets by these two. Length again, and just gone out in front of point, and they'll be able to come back for 2 quite comfortably. Moran Zeb, the man at point, running back to field that ball.
Good arm, but not enough to stop them getting 2.
Yeah, we're seeing a change of bat, and gloves been sent out.
Both batsmen are changing gloves here.
Great to have you all joining us, whether you're joining us on YouTube or Facebook. Please feel free to chuck in the comments section where in the world you're watching from. It's always nice to know where people are streaming from, and if you have any questions for myself or Nitesh, feel free to ask away and we'll do our best to answer it.
Meanwhile, at KCC, the hosts have won the toss and will bat first against Pakistan Association. That match will be getting underway hopefully in about 15-30 minutes, and there should be a live stream for that up on our Facebook and YouTube pages as well if you want to hop down there and check that out.
Yeah, get it running on both devices. Get 2 devices in front of you, 2 games going.
One on the TV, one on the phone. Looks like it's going to be Bilal Akhtar now into the attack, the young leg spinner.
Yeah, now this is exciting. I've been looking forward to this matchup. See young Bilal, I saw him bowl on Thursday in an internal match. He bowled very, very well and was probably the pick of the spin bowlers. Great young talent coming through, and I think he's probably more than happy for Gazumpha and Iftab to move clubs, and all of a sudden he can turn into the #1 leg spin bowler.
Yeah.
He just goes a little short, and it's cut off by the point fielder that runs around just for the 1 run.
Camera's moved. Well, just filled the
Camera's just moved a little bit in the
Yeah.
wind. We have to send a technician up there to sort that out in a minute.
I think you can still see the action. So for all intents and purposes, we should be alright. Bilal Akhtar again. Nice little bounce.
Oh,
Ooh.
look at that rag. Now, it might be a wide delivery, but if I was Bilal, I would be very, very excited by what I've just seen there. If he can get that ball in the right areas, this could be incredibly challenging for the batsman. Still
There
too
it is.
short from the young lad. Hope I haven't given him the commentator's curse. I mean, looking at that turn, and likewise on the opposition, Gazumpha, Hassan Muhammad will be looking at that going, this could be my day.
Ooh. There you go. Bilal's getting something here. He's getting the ball to do something. Camera seems to have righted itself as well. Getting some good purchase here.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
delightful stuff. Certainly not something you want to be seeing as a batsman, and even more so if you're a batsman in Little Taiwan. You really don't want to be seeing that amount of purchase off the wicket, particularly in 2020 cricket. I think USRC will be very, very happy with the start that they've managed to get, as they hit that ball straight to the fielder but still managed to come through for an easy single.
And I think it shows that taking on the new ball might actually be very key for both sides, because that might be the easiest time to bat, and once the spinners get into the work, it can be very, very difficult.
Rahul Sharma on with a random comment of wicket.
And Laura Rahul Sharma's in her
Oh,
ball.
it's cut away.
Ooh.
Straight into the hands of the fielder. He's gone for the... Oh,
Oh,
great piece of fielding, throwing at the non-striker's end, and direct hit could have been interesting. And that's 8 overs gone. USRC ticking along nicely at 7.8 and over, and have moved along to 62 for 2. Shahid Wasif, the man in the middle doing the damage at the moment, 27 off 20. Well supported by Wakas Khan, getting into his work, currently 12 off 17.
and there it is, Tanveer Ahmed now. Known as a death over specialist. Quick bowler, gets good yorkers, good bouncers, good slower balls. Made the move to the side one last season. This is the second season for them. Coming in now in the middle overs, got an important job to do. He's seeing how the pitch is behaving. Do you think he'll turn to cutters and slower balls?
I think it would be a smart move. He might test it out, but I think you've got to mix it up. And what we've seen of this wicket thus far, it's dry, it's gripping a bit. So I think you want to be certainly mixing it up and keeping the batsman guessing and seeing if you can exploit the conditions. And that's certainly not the way to do it, is that slide down the leg side, and umpire Sharoy extends his arms, signals a wide.
Shahid Wasif looking good, 27 of 20 balls only. Started his innings well here. Missed a lot of cricket last season due to injury, so we'll be trying to make an impact this season. Still very young, as is Wakas Khan. Expect to see improvements in their game season on season as they continue to evolve. Tournaments like this help them test themselves against the best players Hong Kong has to offer, especially at the club scene. Clubs themselves have been really getting into it this year. A couple of clubs have signed new sponsorship deals, and you see USRC wearing a smart looking new kit and recruiting a lot of players from other clubs, so things are heating up here. Assalamu alaikum. Having a word of advice with Tanveer?
Yeah, I think that's a sign of the pitch and the pace, or lack thereof, in it, with the keeper coming up to the stumps already.
Ramesh is a pretty good keeper, but this is going to be a challenge. Tanveer is not a slow bowler.
Tanny sliding down the leg side again, making life difficult for the keeper. Certainly can't afford to be letting too many extras slide on through.
Here we go again. Tiny in. Short. Ooh. Not quite timing it. It stuck a bit in the pitch. Unlucky goes Munir Dar. Shahid Wasif will be feeling much the same. Unlucky he didn't hammer that, but he's got two men out there in the deep for the pole. He's got fine leg and deep square legs, so short ball is definitely part of the game plan here. He's got long on as well. He's got deep extra cover. Got third man. Long mid off is up. That's not on, so he wouldn't want to be hit down there. Short again.
Pulled away behind square as deep square runs round to cut it off, and
Good effort.
does so, and they'll just settle for the 2 runs. Our Wasp score predictor is...
158.
Score predictor on our Wasp score predictor is currently 158. I think it'll be a pretty solid score on this
Yeah, definitely.
pitch.
Definitely.
Quiet, birds have gone a bit quiet here at Kwong Road Recreation Ground. No sign of the endangered Kaitak Korkor, who often is in the background.
Ambitious
Is-
appeal.
Just
Ambitious.
thudders into Shahid as he tries to work it off the back foot into the leg side.
Kaitak Kuku.
It's the one that goes Korkor, whatever that makes that noise.
James Chan clearly unfamiliar with that bird.
James Gee, I'm surprised you're not familiar with the old Kaitak Koko, quite native to this sort of area near the airport.
Quick change in the field. Mid wicket has gone back. Cow corner has gone back. And someone's come in. Third man's come into the circle. So it's fine leg, square leg, cow corner, and long gone. 4 deep on the leg side. In the pads, on a fine leg.
Interesting, saw Shahid backing away to the leg
Yeah.
side, looking to open up the offside there, and Tanny just followed him, and she was just able to get a little bit back down to fine leg.
Was it? Tidy over this except for the wides. He's just getting 5 and 5 balls. A couple of wides though. And they're asking for an update on the scoreboard. It's already up to date. 62 for 28. I misread the signal here. It's asking for something. Anyway, Stani Ahmed, last ball of the 9th over. He's only given 5 from this over so far, so it's been a tidy over except for the wides. Again, cramping the batsman up for room. He's got a packed leg side field, 4 men on the boundary. Just bowling stump to stump and letting them take the singles. Bilal Akhtar to continue. Ehsan Khan asking for the same field. 68 for 2 9. Things have calmed down now after the exciting start.
Yeah, they have, and you see that with the experienced bowling of Tanveer Ahmed coming on, and the spin coming on as well. Gripping into this pitch where there's a huge amount of turn.
Yeah.
Almost little dust explosions when the ball's pitching. So certainly as a batter you want to be picking your battles, picking the bowlers that you go after, and making sure that you don't concede too much against some others, as that's just struck down the ground, a little aerial, but nowhere near the hands of a fielder, and it's just the 1 run.
Yep. Didn't quite minute late, but it was very straight. Got away with it. Ehsan was armoured on the young leg spinner. That's what you like to see. Overrate's been alright. We started at 1:30, but about 45 minutes in, they've got 9 overs on. Okay, maybe not that alright. There you go. Bilal back on. Camera seems to be having a mind of its own now.
Right, yes, the feed as it's dropped in, and
Good running. They've come back for 2. The throws come in, but and they're looking for the third. No. Good back in.
yeah, really good bit of running between the wickets there. Just got worked into the leg side there, into the vacant mid wicket, and probably stopped around the area of the inner ring, with both fielders having a lot of work to do to get all the way in to do that. So great bit of running between the wickets from Shahid and Wakas, and maximising the runs that are available to them.
Yep. And Bilal again. Nice and full again. And once again worked, but this time hit a little bit too well for them to come back for second. Now to long gone.
Yeah, well, just over pitching a fraction there.
It's a good partnership here for USRC, but they struggled with last season.
Yeah, smart cricket. It's dropped into the leg side again, and these two are rotating the strike nicely.
And that's what they struggled with last season. They had a lot of games where they were just getting stuck in the middle of the innings. Didn't have that, I guess you could say, depth in the batting where they could just rotate the strike around in the middle overs against good quality bowling. They usually got up to decent starts in the power play. Umar Muhammad has been very good for them up top. Imran Arif as well, showing today that he can do it. Now they've posted the batting with Waqas Khan, and
That's a delightful shot.
right,
Struck right into the pocket,
4.
wide of long off, and that has gone all the way 4.
Shahid Wasif again.
Something's covering that camera.
Shahid Wasif, a lovely little cover drive there.
So, is that 4?
Yep, 4 runs. Our camera also got a little stuff there, but you got just enough of the shot down the play. Bunyadar now having a chat with the young spinner. Doesn't have any protection down there, extra covers, so he doesn't want to be cover driven. Although he's got a slip in, so
Yeah, cheers, mate.
inducing that shot isn't a bad idea if you want to get a hatchet slip. That was just hit very well. That's not concealed slip. Last ball is over. Bilal Akhtar drags short. He's cut that pass. That's on Ayaz. That's going to go for another boundary. Comfortably so as well. See, hands on hips, not happy with that, but short too wide, which is giving him assistance. He doesn't want to be bowling there. Few raindrops again. As you finish the 10 over mark, 81 for 2, 53 runs. This partnership of just 44 balls. So again, that middle lot of batting that USRC needed to build on, and Waqas Khan and Shahid Wasif have done the job here. Wasif coming in at 3, Waqas at 4.
Wasp up to 166.
Yeah, Wasp up to 166. Now that's another area where USRC are going to have to take a look at their big hitting at the end, lower order hitting. But I think with the likes of Sharia Khan, Awais Muhammad, they've got a few options. Zakir Hayat and Emil wickets in hand. They've got a few options there who can really explode at the back end. So that just has bolstered the overall strength of the lineup. And then the bowling attack, of course, Esa Muhammad, Kazimfar Muhammad and Shan Raja, the 3 spinners, can come on and apply a squeeze. Our camera 1 has gone down now. Yay. Camera 1's gone down. Poor Farms, up and down the ladder trying to get these technical issues sorted out. Good leg day for him today. Tanvir Ahmed to continue. We're going to stick with this camera for the time being. If that's alright, folks. Till we get that other camera back online.
Right now.
Oh, it's back online. There we go. Thanks, Farms. 81 for 2 and 10. Tanvir Ahmed runs into Waqas Khan. Short, working to the leg side. I'm guessing that.
So sick.
Yeah, these cameras are a bit fidgety. But the pains we go through to bring these games to the world.
Cheers, man.
Hope those of you who are watching are enjoying this game, enjoying our coverage. Thank you, of course, to Gencor, title sponsor for the Premier League. You can see the logo on our Premier League logo in the top left corner of the screen, and the little replay animations. Come on board to sponsor this tournament, this edition of the tournament. So far, so good here. Short, pulled away into the leg side. Field in the deep, just 1 run. So Tani Ahmed knows his field and he's bowling to it, mixing up his length and his pace, but sticking stump to stump. With 4 fielders back on the boundary, he's asked DJ to stay out of the boundary as well for Wasif. Shahid Wasif batting very well, 41. Stay out of the boundary for Waqas Khan. He's on 16 to 21, hasn't quite got going yet. He's batting well, building a partnership here. Shahid Wasif batting excellently, 42 of 30 has looked very good. As the coach today morning game, the New Terry Tigers. They didn't go their way, the under 16s, but back out here with the bat, trying to show his youngsters how it's done. Came down to mid-off Ehsan Khan fields, but they scampered through for another single. Waqas Khan very good at that. A couple of the youngsters from the All-Stars game have moved up to KG5 to play in the under 13s. And a few should be sitting back here watching this game today. They'll be tuning into the live stream back at home. And yeah, just the 1 man deep on the offside. Long horns back, mid wicket, deep square leg, fine leg. Stump to stump. Technique you can't sort of stuff. And again, very good. They want to. Yes, no, no. Throws at the non-striker's end where Shahid was out of his crease, wanting 2, and he gets 1. He's at 43. Hot day today. Good start to the season, good weather to start the season. Whole weekend of cricket under everyone's belt. And here we go. Into bowl. Also off stump. Into the covers, yes, no. Oh, he's out if he hit. It was out if he hit, but
Well, those are the types of things that can change games if you make the most of them. Fortunately, Munir unable to rattle the stumps, and no damage done from USRC's point of view.
had given up. He had given up there. Waqas Khan thought he was out for all money. Didn't try to slide his bat in. Lucky from the throw was wide. Any updates down from KCC?
Not seen anything start up there yet.
I've seen a pitch off the wicket. Seems to be alright. Hopefully you have action down there soon. Anything like here? Ooh, tight wide, but it's going to be wide, yes. And he's just missing his mark a little. Shahid very good there. Didn't follow the ball, just held his ground and sailed by him. Was tempting to play at those. One to come as Shahad beat us his shoelaces. Just redoing his shoelaces, Shahad.
He's really struggling with them by the looks of things. Don't know if he's gone for a double, single, or just tuck him down the side of the shoe.
Those of you watching, if you've missed the morning game, we had under 16s all-star match. The Hong Kong Islanders emerged victorious by quite a margin. We'll have another game later today as well. So a lot of broadcasting today. The first day of broadcasting of the new season. We should have about 2 months worth of broadcasting coming for you. Most of it live and for free on YouTube and Facebook. Good single there again. Wasif tapping into mid-wicket and they hurry through. Smart batting. Quick change to the call from Munir. 88 for 211. Really good platform has been set here now. They have to be thinking, when are they going to go bang, bang, bang? Ehsan Khan's got 3 overs up his sleeve. Can't be holding himself back much longer. In fact, I think he's coming on the bowl now, Ehsan. You got both figures on your screen now. Ehsan Khan still got 3 up his sleeve. Bilal Akhtar's given him 2, Tanvir's given him 2, Dhananjay's given him 2, Munir's given him 2, and Mohsin Khan's given him 2. So he's going to bowl himself out for the remaining 3 overs. The other 6 overs of this innings, he's got options. It's be interesting to see who he turns to. If he sticks with the spinners. Danny Ahmed might be able to bowl his forward out. Has bowled his first 2 very well. Will Mohsin Khan get a spell to the death, or is Z done for the day? Is Dhananjay done for the day? We shall wait and see. Bilal Akhtar, a bit inaccurate. Got good perches, but might land it. And again, another spell as well. Right, Ehsan Khan seems ready. Here we go. Bowled him, first ball. Inside edge, by the looks of it. Finger goes up. Ehsan Khan, the captain, brings himself on and gets Shahad Wasif. Bowled through the gate, first ball. No 50 for Shahad. It would have been a well-deserved 50 for him. But instead, I think he's got a little inside edge on that on its way to the stumps.
Yeah, great piece of bowling from Ehsan. As coaches often talk about, is about hitting top of off, whether you're a spin bowler or a pace bowler, and that's exactly what Ehsan's done there. As he's hit the top of off, perfect delivery, great amount of purchase and turn off the wicket, and that's gone between bat and pad as Shahid looked to hit that into the offside. So that's the welcome breakthrough. Little side one would have been after, and that's exactly what they've got Ehsan there for, is to make those breakthroughs for them. He's the experienced campaigner, experienced bowler with conditions that suit him. So yeah, it's going to be interesting now to see how USRC approach these last 9 overs.
Skawat Ali, the new batsman in, experienced player, did pretty well, has done pretty well for USRC Premier League level, more at the top order, acting as an anchor. Now he's come out in the middle with a license to hit. We'll see if that suits him a bit better, or if he's been sent in here just to get them into the final 5 overs, after which they've got the firepower of the likes of Zakir Hayat, Owais Muhammad, Khan Akbar, and the likes to come. Bit of firepower in that I'm Sharia Khan, another guy who can hit.
Yeah, they got a bit in the tank, but they certainly need to make sure that they've got those wickets in hand coming into the last 5 overs.
Yeah.
There's still a bit of work to do to set themselves up for that. Certainly not easy conditions to come into, facing Ehsan Khan on a turning wicket. And that's very, very well done to get off strike first ball. It's exactly what you want to do. Superb effort. Wasps sitting 162, which I think will be a very competitive total on this wicket. If they can manage to get their score all the way there. Still some time to go before we get there, as we go for a reverse sweep. And
look pretty plumb, and that's 2 wickets, huge wickets in an over. Waqas Khan. Said batsman gone. Slow-mo replay on your screen now, folks. You make the judges that look pretty good to us, good to me at least.
He might be asking the question whether he's outside the line, and he might have a case to argue, but I'm not sure that was really the option on a very wicket that's turning a lot, turning into you, to be going for that reverse sweep. Understanding the situation, he's just lost his batting partner, Shahid Wasif. That had a really good partnership, and
just like that, 2 two fresh batters in the crease. 89 for 4. Strong start has become a wobble. Akbar Khan, the new man in.
Yeah, I think
He's got a recovery job to do here.
yeah, Wakas will be really disappointed with that. That wasn't his job. They needed to just build that partnership again. Understand that Ehsan's the tough bowler, so you can, in very tough conditions, do you show him a little bit of respect and back yourself to pick things up off the other bowlers. And now USRC are in a tough spot.
In trouble.
2 brand new batsmen at the crease. Not easy conditions to start your innings on. They've got a bit of rebuilding to do, like we said, to get into those last 5 overs with some wickets in hand. To have that firepower. So Ehsan Khan done his job perfectly there. 2 wickets in the first 3 balls of this over, and
Brilliant.
the complexion of this innings and the game as a whole has completely changed as a result of it.
Ehsan Khan, brilliant.
And I think you'll see the scoring rate potentially just dry up here, and USRC are going to have a little bit of a challenge to get the engine going again.
Yep. 10 balls, 2 runs, 2 wickets. Ehsan Khan. Remarkable.
Sit back and enjoy an experienced bowler at work.
We talk about a lot of young leg spinners coming up the ranks. Where's our next Ehsan Khan? Is there a next Ehsan Khan? Will there ever be? Brilliant stuff. Inspirational stuff. Vance Jan. Good shout, Horace. Good shout.
Oh, over-pitched, and Ehsan's got away with that. Akbar only managing just to hit that straight to Manir at cover.
Vance Jan is certainly watching closely.
And that ends a very, very good Ehsan Khan over. That has just wrestled
Double wicket maiden.
the game back for little Saiwan. After it was looking like Shahid Wasif
not
and
maiden,
Wakas Khan were going to...
Single. Double wicket over that. Wow. 89 for 4.
Who's this here? This minute.
Yeah, might be. It looks like number 5. Say Ehsan Ayaz. Is that another bowling option? No, Ehsan Ayaz is being sent back. Tanvir Ahmed's going to continue. So change of plans here. They've got bowling options in tank. That's that one. They've got Ehsan Ayaz.
No, it isn't. It's Tanvir.
Yeah, it's Tanvir Ahmed continuing, but they've got Ehsan Ayaz who's bowled well for them at this level. Bowled well in the All Stars. So, got options.
And we're underway at KCC across at the other ground, and Wakas Barker has come and gone after facing 2 balls.
Tanvir Afsal, oof.
Tanvir Afsal picking up a wicket in the second ball of his over and the second ball of the game. So that brings the partnership of Azaz Khan and Jamie Atkinson at the crease over there.
Surprised Babar wasn't in the top 3.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see where they bring in Bubba.
So change in field for Tanvir Ahmed now for the new batters. He's only got 3 deep in the leg side. Mid wicket has come up into the circle, and third man's gone back. He's still got 5 out, as they got protection on a third man for the outside edge. Which suggests he might be willing to try bowl a few more outside off stump here. Akbar Khan, 3 dot balls against Ehsan Khan, now facing his first from Tanvir. Ali Skawat, effective. 2 balls, 2 runs.
A few technical issues with the other stream for the KCC Pack A game, which has just started, so hopefully the team over at that ground can get things up and running. Another one Tanny down the leg side.
And that would be 2 extras as well.
Right.
A bit quiet now. Sawan have started to take a bit more control in this game and just looking to apply the squeeze in the second half. Played nicely. Mid-wicket fields. Ah, really good running. Took on the field and got that successfully in the end.
Yeah, they're certainly cutting that tight.
Apparently. I'm checking. XTJ. Sure, but having a bit of chat again. So now 93 for 4 and 12.2. Zakat Khan has joined us here. No game for him today. HKCC are in action next week. So he's down here scouting the opposition, doing his research, taking down notes. The new Hong Kong men's team captain. Oof, another quick single. And there's overthrows. There's overthrows.
Yes.
Oof. Now getting a bit sloppy here. There's that one. Good running from USRC. Loud cheers from USRC dugout.
Want to do so?
Some loud cheers from the dugout for that running effort. Took a twisting in the ball before, stole 2 runs there. Hustling hard here.
Yeah, I think the USRC team know how important this partnership is to get them into that last 5 overs, set themselves up with an opportunity to have a big finish and put together what they will hope will be a defendable total.
Ali Skawat, correct me if I'm wrong, is a fitness trainer in his spare time.
Yes.
Showing they're off there without running too. Akbar Khan's going to be on his toes, batting with Ali. Skawat Ali's going to take those quick singles wherever he gets a chance. Was also interviewed on Desi Tadka, if I remember correctly, that radio show. One of Cricket Hong Kong's community members runs a little talk show. Ravi Nagdev was on it as well, interviewing Mo Khan as well from the KCC squad. So. Catch it! Oh. Nearly a chance there.
Certainly stuff happening out there. Not easy to bat. Watch this space.
Yes, something's going to give. You can feel it.
Yeah, run rate still 7.4, which is
Acceptable.
healthy and still puts them on track for a healthy total on this ground and this pitch. But like we said, 7.1 overs remaining. There's still a lot of time left in this innings. Punch down the ground and that'll just be the 1 to Akbar.
Yeah, got over this for USRC. Nice, take 5 off it. No, the 2 of them were from extras. It's got to keep ticking over, get to the 15 over mark, and then go bang, bang, bang. Can't lose another
Looks
wicket.
like Munir Dar's going to come back into the attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, great partnership there. You see with the partnerships
Yeah, started.
image, partnership of 60 between Marcus Khan and Shahid Wasif, but the bang bang by Ehsan Khan taking both of those wickets in the space of 3 balls completely changed the complexion of this batting innings, at least for the time being.
Still got 2 overs left up the sleeve. Ehsan Khan. It'll be interesting to see how he bowls himself. Might bowl the 19th and another over where he feels appropriate. Munir Dar is going to bowl his 3rd. 2 overs to 19 so far, Munir. Tap down to short 3rd man, down to us here. Bilal misfields it. He's misfielded it. It's. Is that 4? Is that not 4? The dugout is screaming that's 4, but it's not their decision to make. Worth a replay there. We've got the replay on our screen. Anyone watching at home, hopefully the 3rd umpire is watching the live stream.
Yeah, well, I don't know how the umpires have called that 4 because we're sitting right in front of that and we certainly couldn't tell.
100 up for USRC.
Vans, you got to be better on the camera, buddy.
The signal
Signal
4.
4.
I think it's 4. I think.
Horace thinks it's 4 as well. So that's 100 up for USRC.
I really think it's touch and go.
100 up for USRC with that.
Touch and go was the official call in terms of the boundary from Horace. He was the man on the spot and he said it's touch and go and there's a top edge and 1 run. Almost.
Data analyst James Chan thinks it was a 4 as well, so we've got the votes in.
Aftab Hussain coming in, he reckons it was 4 and he's in Pakistan and he can tell, so
Watching on the live stream.
there we go.
He's a USRC
People's
boy
eyes
now.
are better than mine, that's for sure.
USRC boy now after Hussein's got a He's got to make sure he's careful what he says if he wants to play the next
Oh,
game.
lovely delivery past the
beautiful
outside edge. And there will be no run scored there.
So just 5 of this over so far. But it's a good over again. USRC won't mind this. Run a ball for a while. Just rebuild. Alish Kawat 3 or 4. That's the first drop off for Alish Kawat. And gets another single. Very efficient here, Alish Kawat. They're just getting off the strike. Akbar Khan's got to face more deliveries. One for 4. 1 or 2 for 4. Last ball. Play back to Munir, who feels well off his own bowling.
Ali Khan also reckons it was a 4. Salman Malik, he reckoned it was a 6. Either way, I'll tell you what, I've got it wrong and my eyes are playing tricks on me. There's another one. Another over. Concludes. It's 14 overs gone. Scores at 102 for 4. USRC ticking along at 7.3 and over. Coming into the last 6 overs. Tanveer Ahmed coming into bowl his last over of his allotment of 4. So it'll be interesting to see who Little Saiwan calls on for their death overs.
I think Ehsan expects himself to bowl the 2 of the last 4. Who's going to bowl with him? Maybe 1 from Munir, the experienced veteran, and then he's got to squeeze 1 out of Mohsen. Bilal, then Jay. Might go to Ehsan Ayaz.
And down the leg
smash.
side and just whipped off the hip for 4. Easy as you like and lovely shot. Coaches often talk about making sure you don't go for a boundary off the first and last ball. And unfortunately,
Yeah.
that was a boundary off the first ball.
Yeah, this is the 15th, yeah.
Oh,
Apparently the umpire's been giving false information to the bowler. Going to Ehsan Khan.
I mean, there's a big difference between 17 and 14. I'm sure people can work it out there in the middle.
Oh, well bowled. Not often you have players shout out to the broadcasting tent asking them for the number of overs.
Yeah, it's a very intimate setting, isn't it? A lot of interaction, which is always nice, most of the time.
So about a comeback ball there from Tanveer. He's got to end this over tightly. The keeper is back up to the stumps. Let's see. Well, the keeper's been up all the time, but let's see how this goes.
Van's chair now. Cameraman doing a fantastic job on the roaming camera.
Making his cameraman debut. If anyone else would like to train up to be a cameraman, contact us. We are hiring part-timers. And that might be it. Might have been off the arm. Nope, Shirai Watson feels a
Been
bit of love
given
and back.
batsmen in dismay.
Of course. Well, we have the replay up, folks. You can again leave in the comments what you think happened there. But I think that was probably out as well. Felt like got a bit of glove on that. Right?
Too much going on there for me to tell Nitesh. I think he thinks it's just gone and
Get off his body.
gone straight into a 6-pack. Yeah, so that's just as USRC were getting close to entering that last 5 overs. They've lost a wicket, which they would have preferred not to do. I think that brings Zakir Hyatt to the crease, who's more than capable of striking the ball. It's just whether he takes a little bit of time here to get himself in before launching.
USRC still set for that 150 score if they can finish strong. Before the game, Zakir's asked us to keep an eye out for him. He's got something to show us today. So if anyone is interested in being a cameraman or Premier League games and All-Star games, we've got a lot of broadcasting coming up this season. Do drop us a line. We are hiring part-timers. Same for directors. If anyone wants to take the seat over from me and give me a Sunday off, please contact CHK. We are looking to hire part-timers and train people up in the skill set to further enhance our broadcasting coverage of domestic cricket in Hong Kong. And there's players are shouting out to the scorer's room to confirm the number of overs bowled.
It's 14.3. It's 14.3.
14.3 overs. They'd have
All sorts of confusion going on out here. People thinking there's 17 overs, 16 overs gone, but
14.3
I
overs.
think we're pretty clear that there's 14.3 overs gone, and
The scoreboard is showing 15. I think that's showing 15 in progress. I think that's part of the confusion. The score is 106 for 5 and 15 on the scoreboard. You can't show decimal overs on the scoreboard.
well, I guess that's the confusion of some of the scoreboards in Hong Kong. Some say over, referring to the over that you're in, and some refer to the overs as in overs gone. But that's a bit of course management. Players on the field, you should know what's be on top of it yourself.
Ball him! And he's on a hat trick now. Zakir Hayat. Oh gee.
Great Yorker, and that's a huge wicket.
Do you think that's a bit of gamesmanship there? Just delay the game. You know, let Zakir get a bit confused for a moment and then switch back on in
I
it.
don't know.
Fire in that Yorker. Would be a
Great.
clever bit of gamesmanship as well.
Great delivery, and not something that you want to face first up.
Perfect ball.
Perfect
What
Yorker.
he's known for, isn't he?
Yeah, that's what Honey's known for, the Yorkers of death. Huge over this again, bang bang. I think that might be Awais Mohammed coming in next.
So all of a sudden, the complexion of this game, from the way it started, is completely changed.
Perfect.
Gazumfer, I think.
Is that really Kazanfar? Is promoted up the order to have a swing? He can't hit.
This is the 17th over in progress, right? No, it's the 50th.
Kazanfar indeed. So now we're having the umpires checking the overs with the scorers.
Bilal's ball 10, 8, 10, 12. Tanvir's ball 11, 13, 15. This is his 17th.
Interesting here. There's some miscommunication. We want to figure out. We'll get to the bottom of this. Meanwhile, it's going to update from KCC. Apparently, according to Trent Johnston at the ground, the first man out was Babar Hayat on the second ball. Out to Tanvir Afzal.
There you go. Cricket HQ's lying to us. That's interesting. And
His first weekend back, they're going to have some scoring issues across the grounds. You know, it's teething pains.
yeah,
But 16 for 1. Apparently, Jamie's hit a 6 off a no ball. Or Tanvir no ball and the free hit was a 6. Yeah, the free hit was a 6. So 16 for 1 and 3 overs KCC. I think Babar Hayat on debut against his former club, Danny Asal getting him second ball. That's brilliant. Brilliant little moment there. And I think we've gotten to the bottom of it. Have we
there's
gotten to the bottom?
all sorts of confusion here at the ground.
Let's have the same. All of us are the same.
I believe, just a live update, Jamie's just been bowled,
Oh no.
and KCC reeling it.
Oh!
2 to 16.
Captured
Gazumfer
balls.
beats mid-wicket, and they come back for 2 runs.
So Kazanfar promoted up the order, I would say, to have a bit of a swing, and or maybe just to block out a couple of overs. But first ball is evades mid-wicket's hands. Good stuff. So how many overs haven't bowled? What's the final consensus?
Whatever the umpire says, isn't it?
It'd be fun to go rewatch the stream and see where things went wrong.
But it's going to come back, and there's going to be another 2.
Good batting here. Good running too. End of what we think was the 15th over. Might be 16, might be 17, who really knows. 110 for 6.
I think that's 20 gone, isn't it, Tiff?
110 for 6. So again, USRC just looking good, and then losing wickets in bunches.
To be honest, doesn't it help LSW if they count 2 overs ahead, right?
Yeah, Yilsan will want this innings to be done quicker. Less runs to chase. But yeah, 110 for 6 and 15. And Bilal Akhtar seems to be back on for a third over. Or fourth or fifth, who really knows.
It's Bilal, right?
Bilal Akhtar, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
USRC still
fifth over in 2020 cricket would be quite controversial, Nitesh.
the last 16th over. That's the call over the intercom. So we're all in agreement now. 15.
We're starting over number 16.
We're starting over number 16. We're just getting all of it cleared
There
out.
you go, you heard it all. Heard it here first, folks. We're starting over number 16. And
sorry.
Bilal's going to bowl it, and the first one's just gone past the outside edge of Akbar Khan on this wicket that is beginning to take a lot of turn.
USRC still arguably have a power score on offering here if they get 130. They're looking at much more.
Tell you what, Akbar Khan has missed out on a low full toss down the leg side. His team's got themselves a wide, but that was a certain boundary if he'd managed to get some bat on it.
Indeed. So 130, USRC still in the game. And they're definitely getting 130 here from here. I would say so. They might get bowled out, who knows, but I think they should expect reasonably to get to 130 and hopefully 140, 150. So still a power score. They've batted well. Just lost wickets and clumps when they could have really pushed on for a bigger one. Now full toss. Leg spinner there.
Great bit of running between the wickets there. Calling through for the quick single.
James, can I see that team list?
It's high.
Could be a catch. Rangon's running underneath it. Steadies himself, takes it, well taken. And that's a wicket for Bilal Akhtar. And that's Akbar Khan gone. So another set batter dismissed at the wrong time for USRC. Innings just fizzling out.
I just wonder again, I question the options there, Nitesh.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of time, a lot of balls to be bowled in this game.
Was that
They only had 5 wickets in hand, and it's probably tough going hard against a leg spin bowler
Yeah.
down the ground when there's a huge amount of turn. Looking
Probably-
at the other options that are around,
Probably by just getting singles, waiting for the bad ball.
still a bit of accumulating that can be done, but perhaps that's a sign of the confidence in the batting to come.
Sharia Khan, I believe, is the new man in. Sharia Khan, number 42. So yeah, sorry, Obis Mohammed is the 12th man today. He's not under 11. So we've got left to bat, Shan Raja, Mohammad Hassan. Mohammad Hassan, the left arm spinner, can hit a few balls, but not really known for his batting. Shan Raja's probably slotted in at 11. So not much to come now, as we're into the proper lower order. I'm surprised to see Kazamfar bat above Sharia Khan. Are you? Kazamfar batting above Sharia?
Yeah, interesting. Time will tell.
Time will tell. But both these bowling all-rounders have a job to do here to get them to that 130, 140 mark. At the moment, just need to get to that 120 first. Well, Akhtar with a big wicket this over, and it's been a good over as a result. He's got a couple of full tosses in it, but he's gotten away with them. And he gets a wicket. 113%. Loses his run up. 113 for 7. 4 overs to come after this ball. You have to get to that 130. Flatter. SNIR's very
pick up.
very good at the field there. Good work in the field there. SNIR's. But it's single. And that's end of the 16th.
Yeah, thanks for everybody that's joining us on this live stream. Big thank you to our title sponsors, Gencor, who are sponsoring both the men's and women's Premier League. Very grateful for their support and helping us drive forward the standard of cricket in Hong Kong and raise the profile of cricket here. And we're going to see Dhananjay Rao come in from the Argyle Street end. 2 overs left, he could be bowling the 17th and 19th if he bowls both.
Yeah, San Khan's got 2 overs left as well. So it could be them both to finish off. Here comes Dhananjay to Kazamfar. Wide ball. Free runs for USRC, they'll take those.
Yeah, I just wonder the stage of the innings of the pitch that's beginning to take a bit of purchase. Coming round the wicket could be an option for Dhananjay to consider. Angling in and seeing if he can roll his fingers over and get that ball to grip in.
Oh, bit of a fumble. Got the run. For batting a bit high, we think, but according to TJ,
Last over, right?
Gazanfar reckons he should be in the top 5. Ah, swing and miss.
That's a big old swing, that is. That's a big old swing. I'll tell you what, that ball would have gone a long way if he had nicked it. But he was about, I think his bat needed to be 3 times as wide and twice as long to connect on that. He's more than capable of striking the ball a long way when he does connect. And that's gone straight down to the fielder. Wasp now having got up to around 160, the predicted score is now down to 141, which would still be a fairly healthy total, I think, on this pitch in these conditions.
USRC would take 140. Sharia Khan to face his first ball.
Worked into the leg side off the hip just for the 1 run.
Singles will do it for now. Good thinking from Bunyadar. Energy's been excellent from the side one all innings. Loud voice in the field. Good to have Bunyadar there, the veteran, talking the players through. Hit hard, hit well. Ehsan Khan. The long barrel comes out.
The old long barrel.
Old long barrel in just 1 run.
Yeah, nice striking by Gazanfar. He's looking to go hard, and I'd say at the end of this over they'll be looking for it, but Ehsan will come in with an over or 2. Bilal's got another with a spin. That's down the ground.
But Kenny takes a good catch. Really well caught there by Tanvir Ahmed, and another one down. USRC just innings just softly fading away. Promising start, but they just lost too many wickets here towards the back end.
It's a tiny who
Tanvir Ahmed with the catch, very good catch, well judged. Yeah,
Mohammed Hassan or Sean?
Catch please for the Tanvir.
I think it would be Ehsan Mohammed coming in by the looks of it.
Umpire, who took the catch for the Tanvir?
Was it Tanvir? Yes, it was.
Who took the catch?
Number 9.
55.
Number 9, I believe that would be Ehsan Mohammed.
7 minutes behind. 7 minutes behind.
7 minutes behind the over 8 apparently. I don't know if that factors in good cause yet or not. Yeah, apparently okay with good cause. There we go.
Including the consultation time as well as the other good causes.
Did you get the batsman?
Next batsman, I believe, is Ehsan Mohammed.
Ehsan Khan.
So USRC in a little bit of trouble here, really. 8 down with 3 overs to go, and Ehsan Khan coming on to bowl
Bowling to a left-hander as
2
well.
of those. Well, it's going to be tough going for USRC.
Jabbed into the gap there, well played.
I'm really looking forward to this battle between old teammates Gazanfar and Ehsan, the teammates in the national squad.
Some adjustments in the field from Ehsan Khan. He's putting a sweeper out in the offside, interestingly enough. Long on, long off back, mid wicket back, square leg back. Here we go. Oh, how did I miss the stumps?
That's a big old swing and a big old miss.
Big swing, no ding.
It's the old one, Natesh, I like it. Takes me back to my youth cricket in New Zealand, hearing chat like that.
Straight back to the sun, hold on there. Khan. Well, backs away, gets enough bat on it just to get it to long gone for one. That's how now on strike. Big man number 9, Mohammad Hassan, left arm spinner, very good to watch as well. Be interesting to see him bowl later on today. 120 up for USRC. Play and a miss.
Seeing. Watch closely, you're seeing little explosions where the ball pitches, which is not a good sign for the state of the wicket, and Gazumpha will be looking at this. Maybe not much fun to bat against, but I'm sure he's looking forward to bowling on it.
And that's the end of the over. Hassan Khan, no wicket in that one. 120 for 8 and 18, 2 more overs to come. They got to be eyeing at 130, somehow push up to that 130, 135. Meanwhile, KCC 26 for 2 after the power play. Well, 24 for 2 after the power play. Jamie Atkinson dismissed as well. Apparently the pitch is quite tough to bat on. Tanvir Afsar picked up Babar Hayat's second ball. And Anas Khan, 3 overs, 1 for 4 in the power play with his left arm spin, including the wicket of Jamie Atkinson. So we could be in for a low scoring game down there.
Yeah, you often see pitches in Hong Kong early season can be a bit dry.
Yeah.
This sort of tan colour pitch can fool people in the look of it. It can be a bit too dry, and as you can see here, little explosions and taking a lot of turn.
I think Saturday game yesterday was quite low scoring as well.
Too bad here. And that is going to go all the way.
But that's coming up on Instagram later today, folks. What a shot. Long time does hammers it, Gazumpha absolutely nails it against his former teammate. 6 runs.
That takes the score to 126, and they're moving quickly towards a healthier total. If they can hit a couple more of those, make sure they bat their 20 overs, then I'm sure they'll end up in a position where they'll be comfortable with the score that they've got.
15 of 13 here, Gazumpha, useful innings. Can you keep it going? Play and a miss. Not that one. That's exciting. Waiting to see if he can get down and ball on any of these.
Certainly think round the wicket could be a consideration.
Yeah. Yorkers. I haven't seen from any Yorkers from Dhananjay.
Well, the wicket might just change that angle in and try and rip that ball away, rolling your fingers over it as a left armour.
Bottom half of the
bat.
bat.
Also useful. Just bowls another cutter.
1 run. And now the lefty on, Mohammad Hassan, he can hit a few sixes. They need him to go bang bang. 127, so they've almost reached that 130. Can you get to 135, maybe even 140, 140. It's just 13 runs away in 9 balls. Very doable if these two can keep connecting. Although Ehsan Khan will be bowling that final over, so they've got to maximize these 3 balls. They've got to look at these 3 balls and think another boundary or 2. Let's go, Dhananjay. Dragged down to long on for another single. Gazumpha back on strike. Good effort from USRC overall. Started very strongly, didn't end well, but runs on the board and a good bowling attack to back it up. Should be interesting to chase. Oh, I think he's definitely got bad on that one. Just not sure if it carried. Oh, it didn't carry by the looks of it. Yeah, I think the keepers told them it's not carried. Top ball. There's a bottom edge on that one, but not going all the way. Last ball. It's the penultimate over. Here comes It's high. It's high. The ball's running for it. They're going to collide. Up. Oh, ooh. Well, the ball's still alive. Ball's still alive there. Oh, it all happened. It was all happening there. It's in the air. Both of them running for it. Looked like they were going to collide. Hassan Khan backs out of the way. Tunja takes the catch. Was going out of the boundary. Throws it back in to keep the ball in play. But Hassan Khan not ready for that relay catch. Oh, it was good. When while they were staring at each other, batsman stole another run.
You get that on camera.
All of it's on camera. Great work by Van trying to capture all that action.
Take it.
Phenomenal work. 2 runs, 130. They've got that 130. They've got one more over to go. It's going to be Hassan Khan to bowl it. Hassan Khan. Well, 130. I think if you told USRC start of the innings, they're getting 130. I think it's about all right. Not a huge score, but something to work with. Now they've got 6 more balls to build on that. What can they do? Well, not much on that first one. Bowled without a celebration. Hassan Khan still a bit upset about that missed catch chance, I think. Shan Raja makes his way out in the middle. And we are all okay on time as well as the umpires confirm that the start of this final over on time. So one wicket left, 5 balls. What can Shan Raja do? Can he get a single? Get the umpire on strike. Low scoring game here today, but I think the game at KCC is set to be even lower scoring, 30 for 2 and 7.5 overs. Anas Khan ending his 4 over spell at the moment. Tanvir Afzal bowled his 4 for just 22 and a wicket. Anas Khan 3.4, 5 runs and a wicket. Phenomenal.
Nice comeback over.
There you go. Right-handed batsman Shan Raja, number 11, bowls some good left-arm spin. We'll see him in action, potentially with the new ball. Hassan Khan, right arm over the wicket. And he gets a single. Round of applause from the USRC dugout. He gets that single and gets Gazumper on strike for the final 4 balls of the innings. Goes nowhere. Shan wants it on. Gazumper says no. Struggling to stand here. He's hammered that into his boot. That's gonna sting. 3.3 overs, 5 runs, 3 wickets. Hassan Khan. Can he end with a single digit economy rate? Well, not single, under 1 economy rate. Oh, smack straight back at him. He's put it down. Hard chance, but he'd expect himself to take those. And it's a single. Close to finishing with economy rate under 2 as he bowls here to Shan Raja. Big turn, spins sharply right back into him. No run there, nothing the batsman can do about it. And now the final ball of the innings, 132 for 9. Where's this one gonna go? Dances on the wicket, hits it straight back to the sun, fields off his own bowling, and we are done. 132 and 20 overs. Middling score, but certainly something to defend.
Yeah, stay tuned for the second innings. After a really strong start by USRC, Little Taiwan did a great job, courtesy of Hassan Khan, coming in and taking 2 big wickets and 2 balls of Shahid Wasif and Wakas Khan, and has certainly gone a long way to getting Little Taiwan team back in the mix, and certainly a total that is chaseable, but it won't be easy on this ground with a slow outfield and a wicket that's tough and getting tougher. So stay tuned, we'll be back with you in around 10 minutes for the second innings of this opening match of Gencor Premier League competition in Hong Kong. We'll see you soon. Welcome back to Kwong Road Recreation Ground, also known as Mission Road, as we get ready to get underway for the second innings of this first match of the Gencor Premier League, our first weekend of cricket this season here in Hong Kong on what is a hot Sunday afternoon.
What is the target, ASEAN?
Target of 133 for Little Saiwan to chase down on what is a challenging surface, quite a slow, dry surface that will take plenty of turn, and one that I'm sure the USRC spin bowlers will be looking to exploit. A fair amount of competitive juices between these two teams, with no less than 3 players transferring from Little Saiwan to USRC
Just in this
over
game
the
alone?
off season. So will be an interesting battle this, as we look to get underway and see how these teams approach the second innings.
Hassan Ayaz, and I think it's Ibrahim Ishaq opening the batting. Numbers 5 and 26. And as predicted, Sean Raja, the left arm spinner, new ball specialist, opening the bowling. USRC looking very sharp in their new kits. I love the new shirt. Very unique. Really stands out compared to the other clubs in Hong Kong. And they're on track to make history. If they can defend this, they've got runs on the board, they can defend 132, it'll be their first ever win at Premier League level in their 3rd season.
Talking about counting overs.
Meanwhile, over at KCC, Allianz Zahir is playing down there. They've hopefully not as subfielder, hopefully he's in the starting 11, but 49 for 4 the hosts, batting on a difficult wicket in 10.3 overs. They've lost Babar for 2-ball duck, Azaz, Jamie, Simandeep, now it's Wakas Barkat, 18 of 12, and Chris Carter get to open the count out there in the middle. It's a low scoring game over at KCC, and a competitive game down here with Shan Raja about to start the action to Ibrahim Ishaq Muhammad. Hassan Ayaz, left hand on the non-strikers, and lots of chat, lots of noise, lots of energy here. USRC are ready. Are you ready? Zakir Hayat long on, deep mid wicket as well in play. Action is underway. Shant Ibrahim, he just works it down. 2 long on, sensibly, for a single. So Ibrahim's more of a sensible accumulator, steady batsman, has played top order at the top level cricket for Little Saiwan for a long time. They've invested in him. He's come to the Hong Kong under-19 ranks. Hassan Ayaz, similar but more explosive, dashing, aggressive, can bowl a bit.
An opening partnership that's been together for a while, number of seasons. They'll know how each other plays. Great to have a left-hander at the top of the order just to keep the opposition honest. They're going to have to move around, change their fields a lot. Bowlers have got to be quick to adjust. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how these teams approach things. See if USRC look to really bowl a lot of spin, which they're capable of doing, and that's a great shot.
Hassan Ayaz with a boundary first ball. Shan Raja sticking to bowling around the wicket to the left-hander. Ayaz dancing down, hitting him for 4. Great shot. James, you got the opener switched.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Around the wicket to the lefty, still interesting. Shan Raja's trademark, likes to do that.
Yeah, interesting approach that. Might be backing there to be enough turn that he can straighten the ball and try and attack the pads, as that's slog sweep wide of long on, and that's back-to-back boundaries.
Hassan Ayaz. Like we mentioned earlier, the power play overs are probably where you have to cash in on this pitch. Once the ball gets older and starts gripping and turning, gets harder to bat. So while the ball is new and hard, while you've got only 2 men out in deep, you need to make hay. So Ayaz going hard, wasting no time. Bang bang.
Full toss, and that's been slapped away. It's a slow outfield, and it's not going to go for 4.
Horace was backing the 4 there.
Jeez, Horace in the bleachers here was getting incredibly excited, calling for another boundary. He wanted to see it. He wanted to see blood, but not to be. Just the Just the 2 runs. Goes again and wide of long off, but it's just going to be the 1 run.
Exciting start here from the side 1. Ibrahim Ishaq now back on strike to see how the final ball of this first over. Into the covers, no run. And off, and that's the first over underway.
There's 6 overs gone, isn't it?
And your end time will be 14:48. End time 14:48.
So while the umpires just confirm the timings, make sure everything's all good. Number 42 set to share the new ball. That's Shahryar Khan, if I'm not mistaken. Coming on to bowl from the other end. Quick bowler, bit of pace amongst him, about him. Didn't have the best Premier League season last year, hasn't taken a lot of wickets yet, but has something to work with. And this be the season where he turns it around, and a couple of early wickets here could go a long way to helping USRC win their first ever Premier League game. They've not won a game at this level yet. Could today be the day? Do they have enough on the board? Do they have the bowling talent? They've got Gazumfar up their sleeve for 4 overs. Sam Mohammad's got 4 overs. Sean Rogers has bowled his first. Imran Arif might bowl. Zakir Hayat might bowl. Akbar Khan might bowl. A lot of bowling options. Can they do it? Can they win the game? For their side.
Kingdom Multan.
There you go, Shahryar Khan, right arm over to Ehsan Ayaz. 11 to 4 already. Ehsan Ayaz has wasted no time here. It's going to go big again early. Swing and a miss. Horace getting into the action. But upset he couldn't be playing today. I think he's just realized that all his games are on Sundays, so bit upset about that, Horace.
We have to invite Horace into the commentary tent, give him a go in the commentary. There seems to be a bit going on over there, a couple of tents across.
Here comes Shahryar Khan again. Sorry, how's he going to play this one? Again,
Aggressively by the looks.
trying to pull it.
That seems to only have 1 gear.
Swing and a miss. First 2 balls from Ehsan Ayaz, trying to hit both balls into the leg side from the off stump. Shahryar just angling it across, but not giving him enough width for him to cut. Let's see how he plays this one. Is he going to pitch this one fuller, Ehsan, or is he going to... Sorry, Shahryar? Or is he going to keep it back? Ah, now he's gone for the cut, but he's missed it again.
3-dot ball.
3-dot balls, as Horace notes.
You sure you don't want to come here?
There we go. From the sideline commentator, 3-dot balls, a wicket is coming.
Horace has
You
called
heard it here first from Horace. Watch this space, folks.
It's a prophecy, that is.
Senses something coming out. They've made a change in the field here. Final
Ali
leg is
Khan,
coming up.
great to have you joining us for the stream.
Final leg has come up in the circle. Third man's gone back now. But Ehsan throwing at his bat and everything else are off. Imran Arif still at slip. Let's see where this one goes. Is this a wicket? Oh, it's a wide. Oh.
Cries and groans and all that comes with that is a wide as the umpire extends his arms, and there's one more added to the score. There's an acrobatic dive from Umar, makes it all look that much more dramatic when, well, Not a lot happened there actually.
It's a wide. That's is not holding back. Umpire is helping cut the seam off the ball, I think. If the seam is sticking out a little bit. Umpire thought if ever prepared with a pair of scissors in his pocket to cut that seam off. Here comes Shahryar again. Got back on that and it's gone through the infield. Thurman's got to chase it down, he won't get there.
Yeah, he's gone short and wide one too many times there, and just that angle is played right into the hands of the left-hander, and he slashed that away for 4 runs.
I'd also be happy to finally get bat on ball there. How does Shahryar respond? Does he go short and wide again? Try to get that shot one more time, or does he pitch this one up? Here we go. Here comes Shahryar. Mid on up, mid off up. Third man back. Wide on the leg, and it's
crushed in front of point, through cover point.
Beautiful.
4 more.
Beautiful stuff. 4 boundaries in the first 2 overs from Ehsan Ayaz's bat. Off to a flyer, little Saiwan, and USRC under a bit of pressure early. Imran's taking himself off slip. Fine leg's coming finer. He's moving to more of a backward point to reinforce that ring on the offside. Where's the second boundary rider for them? Blind, I can't see it. Or is everyone in circle except? Oh, there we go, mid wicket. We've got a deep mid wicket as well because Ayaz likes hitting it down there. Last ball. 3 dots, 2 boundaries. Where does this one go? Straight down the ground. No one there deep. It's just going to be another boundary. Easy as you like. 3 dots, 3 fours. Horace's prediction comfortably wrong. And it's 25 after 2 overs.
Wow, that's a dominating display, the first 2 overs. Going along at 12.5 and over. Required rate down to 6 already. Ehsan Ayaz, the man doing the damage, 23 off 10 balls, striking at 230. Absolutely phenomenal start by Little Saiwan, and they'll be absolutely over the moon with that. As we see a bowling change at the Argyle Street end with Akbar Khan coming on. More medium pace, which is interesting to see. Horace has got a few words to say. I don't think he's convinced by the bowling change. We'll try and get Horace in as a guest commentator a little bit later in the innings to see if he can share his thoughts, match predictions, and maybe a bit of a preview as we look ahead to next week.
So Akbar, more of a wicket to wicket line length ball, gets a bit of movement, not as quick as the other seamers, but a bit more disciplined, more accurate. Nice to see him bowl here early with the new ball in the power play. Shan Raja is the 1 over. I presume that's not his final over of the day. He'll be back soon enough. Wicket is taking turn, but they just need to get out of this power play. Get out of this power play without too much damage. 25 and 2. Wasp at 95% for Little Saiwan. It's a bold prediction here. So
off to a cracking start, but you know, as we saw in the first innings, you take a couple of wickets, it's not always easy for the next batters coming in. So if they're able to make that breakthrough, shut down Ehsan Ayaz, take that wicket, then it'll be an interesting space to watch.
The game opens up. He's bowling here now to Ibrahim. He's only played 2 balls so far. Backs away, goes over the top in the offside. Safe shot, no fielder there in the deep. Got enough batter, might not go for 4. The outfield holds it up, but they'll run back for 3. Very good running there.
I think it's an interesting option going with the more medium pace. We've seen that pace off this wicket has worked really well. Bowlers bowling cutters and slower balls. It's a dry wicket. You could see when the bowlers were bowling in the first innings that there were kind of little explosions out of the wicket, and I'm not sure that they've really read the pitch. At the moment they seem to be playing into Ehsan Ayaz's hands.
So there's some changes in the field here for Ayaz. They've gone with a sweeper on the offside. Still changing the field. It's not finalized. Long off was back, but now they're pulling long off up and they're sending mid wicket back. Waqas Khan going back to the mid wicket boundary, so they've got a fielder back in mid wicket, a fielder deep extra cover, long on, long off, both up. So you know Ehsan Ayaz likes hitting either side of the wicket, but last ball the previous over he hit it straight, and there's no one straight here to protect us in case Ehsan belts it right down to us at the commentary booth. Dangerous times. Here he goes, Akbar. Good line, good length. Just play to mid off in defence. Sensible shot. Good ball. You think we'll see Gazumfer ball in the power play? They're going to hold him off until the 7th over.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Not too sure what the plan will be. Way that they're going to set up their team.
Hammered that.
Short, pulled away. It's an absolute freebie.
They're not sure if it's 4 or 6. It's going to be signal 4.
And they've made the most of that. And the momentum is firmly in Little Saiwan's favour at the moment, as they are absolutely dispatching the bowling.
Wasp is ticked up to 97%. USRC having a bit of a mid-pitch conference here. So they need a wicket here, or they need to just dry up the runs. They're defending 133, 32 of which have already come off the first 2.5 overs. Quiet run rate is already dropped to below 6. This onslaught by Ehsan Ayaz up the top of the order. 12 balls, 6 have gone to the fence. Here comes Akbar again. Down the wicket.
Yes.
Beats the infield.
Got a good chance of in 4 more, and I think it will be.
That's another
Just
boundary.
dealing in boundaries and absolutely dominating the USRC bowling.
Destructive
And they
here.
can't seem to stop the flow of runs, and if they don't do something about it quickly, the game will be gone.
Might be going already. What are you thinking if you're Imran Arif here? How do you manage this?
I think you've got to get one of your best bowlers on, and especially in these conditions.
Could see Gazumfer.
Mohammed Gazumfer has got to be coming on, surely.
Ehsan Ayaz is taking his time. 36 for Norris and 2.4. He's 31 of 13. That's exactly what Ehsan Khan would have wanted. Explosive start, put USRC under pressure right away, take the pressure off the middle order. A bit of a soft middle order for Little Saiwan today. Although Munir Dar and Ehsan Khan are not soft by any means, but they don't have much experience around them. The likes of Mehran Zeb, Ramesh, Rupa Singh, still fairly untested at this level. So this opening pair was going to be important, and Ehsan Ayaz has delivered. Last ball of the 3rd over. Down the wicket again, but oof! Nope. Bit of aggression, Akbar. Getting into it. Ends his over 2 ball, so he gets out of the over, alright. And it's 36 after 3. And yeah, it'll be very interesting to see who bowls. It'll be from the soft ball end, so they could bring on the spinner. Bilal Akhtar bowled from that end, Ehsan Khan bowled from that end. So that could be the end to bring a spinner on from. But it might just be. It's Shan Raja. So they are bringing a spinner on, but this is Shan Raja, the new ball specialist.
Bowler number 1. Back from
Meanwhile, KCC 70 for 4 and 14 overs. Waqas Barker 34 of 26. Coach of the year for the previous season. It's now 34 of 26. and
Yeah, doing a
leading
fantastic job for his side and working up to try and get them a competitive or something that they can defend. And if they can continue as they are at the moment, Waqas Barker's able to keep doing what he's doing, and a few people are able to bat round him. If they get a score of around 120, I suspect that's going to be a pretty competitive total on that pitch. A very experienced bowling lineup that know how to bowl in KCC conditions with that the dimensions of the ground. So we'll see.
Well outside off stump the impact, so I'm not quite sure what the appeal's for, unless they thought he wasn't playing a shot and they scampered through for that single. Ibrahim probably slowed his head off there, just watching the appeal. Not sure what the appeal was for. Impact well outside off stump.
He tripped up on his bat on the way through, I think.
Yeah, he looks a bit injured, but I think he'll be okay.
Get the
Ibrahim.
replay of that.
Shan Raja, also an ICC qualified umpire. Quite a few ICC qualified umpires playing in this game. Noticeably the left arm spinners who opened the bowling, so yeah.
Waqas Barker out.
Oh no, that's huge. Hassan Mohammed Khan the bowler? Yeah. Caught in the deep apparently by Rawed at the Sham. 76.05. Yeah, KC need to get that 120, 130 somehow. Tough wicket to bat on there apparently. Here comes Shahnwaz now around the wicket to Ehsan Ayaz. 37 for no loss in 3.1. This will be a good battle here. You already took him for 2 boundaries in the first over. What's he gonna do now?
Split the gap. That one should pick up 2. I just think with the flow of runs that's coming here that you've got to be looking to change things up and go to some of your best bowlers.
Gotta bring Gazam friend during the power play.
Well, I think you've got to be willing to change things up and perhaps go away from your plan A, because if this continues much longer, it's going to become a lot more difficult to stop
sloppy.
that flow, and that's gone down the leg side, a wide, missed by the keeper. A little Saiwan batsman run through and just chalk up an extra run on top of the wide.
Yeah, but sloppy there.
Don't get me wrong, 1 wicket can change this game. It's not an easy pitch to come in and start on, but they've got to find a way of getting that breakthrough. Stop that flow of Ehsan Ayaz, 33 off 16, striking it 206.
Wasp up to 99. Tell you what, if USRC win this, someone might need to give Wasp a call. 1 run. No, no run there. Outfielded.
Try time every now and then. We'll try and get the inside scoop from Horace's corner, get his advice and what his match predictions are, and feed that through to everybody.
There we go, Shahnwaz back in. Much better over this one, Sean. But again, Ibrahim's the more defensive of the 2 openers, willing to take his time and rebuild. Ayaz is the more destructive one at the other end, who's got them off to a flyer.
And that'll be 4 more to the score. Lovely footwork and smashed through the covers for 4.
The years of catch it.
Just when Natesh's little commentator's curse in there saying it was a good over, and we see a ball crushed to the boundary.
Yeah, Ibrahim took that comment to heart. He's not the more defensive one, dances down the wicket and hammers it through the offside. In the air for a bit, but well safe. 45 already in 3.5. That came in with the arm. So that's down 4 overs and it's 45 for no loss. Motorbike in the background. Good analogy for Lil Simon's innings so far.
Smelling one.
I don't know who it is.
Oh, it was in the suitcase.
Alright, nice. Bowling change again, sticking with pace at the Argyle Street end, which is interesting. So really trying to hold back Gazumpha till after the power play by the looks of things.
This guy used to play for Sri Lanka.
Don't know.
Which guy?
This guy.
The bowler now?
Yeah.
Might have, I don't know. I think he came in straight into the USRC squad. Might be someone.
So just scores on the doors around the ground. KCC Premier League side moving up to 87 for 5 after 15.5 overs. So coming into the last 4, I'll be looking to try and see if they can rack up 30 odd and get over that 120 mark. See, Raja.
There you go. Shahryar Khan.
Shahryar Khan coming on.
Ehsan Ayaz.
Pace still on the wicket. Just seeing USRC sort of stick with plan A at the moment.
Fielder sweeping in the leg side. No sweep on third man. Yes, third man the offside. So here we go. That'll be a wide, and it's beating the keeper, I think, as well. Yeah, sure. He's shaping up to raise his arms. 3 runs there. Do not need that at this moment, USRC. We've just mentioned they've not yet won a game at the Premier League level, and at 99% Wasp predicts that they're not likely to win this one either.
100% not.
Horace believes it's a 100% loss. Oh, as Horace has
And
done
there's
again.
the Horace's corner. He's come in with his prediction and he says it's Wasp has got it wrong. It's 1% out, 100% not.
As Horace
It's all about little Saiwan right now in Horace's mind.
Horace is
and,
doomed to Saiwan here.
And to be fair, you know, with
poor
that
lads.
carrying on, I think Horace's prediction might be right on the money.
50 on partnership with that. Ibrahim Isha getting in action. His strike rate goes above 100 as well now with that boundary. Dancing on the wicket and hitting it over the leg side. 51 and 4 overs. Phenomenal start here by the Saiwan. You know, Jay Davidson getting in on the act, banging Wahid for a 6 over at KCC. Big Namibian. Chris Carter with a 6 as well. 95 for 5 and 16. What is the plan now here for USRC? Here comes Shariar again. All quiet in the field. Bouncer whizzes past the helmet, so that's a good change up, but one for the over. Bit of aggression there from the fast bowler. Fine leg and deep square leg for Shariar, so that seems to be the plan here. Let Ibrahim heading into the leg side to end this power play. The Zumfer nowhere to be seen. Mighty bowled the next over, the final one of the power play. They need a wicket here. They've got a star national team contracted leg spinner in their ranks. They've also got a good young left arm spinner, Assam Mohammed, who almost certainly will come on the bowl off the power play. Here comes Shariar. Dragged in the leg side, Zakir
just run
fumbles
around
it.
a little bit.
Fumbles it, puts in the slide, he's tidied it up just inside the ropes. But that's conceding an extra run there.
I don't know whether you could say that's a missed opportunity. He looked like he ran round that a little bit. Those little half chances, little things that you've got to try and capitalise on.
53 already, Lil Saiwan. Wasp has now gone up to 100%. So according to Wasp, it's absolutely impossible for Lil Saiwan to lose this game. So they've matched Horace's prediction now. 100% Wasp.
Samba, next over.
Should be Kazam next over, thinks Horace. Sharia runs in, steps across the stumps, plays and misses, but by virtue of stepping across the stumps, he's not made that a wide. He's brought that ball into his reach, it's gone over his bat, and Shoaib Bacha's like, nope, that is no longer a wide.
Yeah, and you see that run rate 11.4, and the run rate required dropped down to just a shade over 5 and over, which is turning into what one would think is a manageable run rate to just tick things along. But cricket's a funny game, there's all sorts of twists and turns, and this is a pitch that's capable of adding a little bit of spice, I think, if the team can maximise it. But I don't think bowling short like that's going to do it for them, as there's a
It's another boundary.
chase of 4 and huge cheers coming out of the little Saiwan dugout, as they know that this is a dominating display up front, as the score continues to just tick along, and these two batsmen working in boundaries. And speaking of working in boundaries across at Kowloon Cricket Club, there's been a big over on the cards, which is what KCC were after. Mohammed Wahid's over going for 15 with still one ball left in the over, and KCC have rocketed along to 105 for 5.
Here comes Sharia Khan. Catches the call again, but again it's evaded the fielder in the circle. Zakir puts the chase in, does a good job there. Really good throw as well, but 2 runs nevertheless. 59 in 5 overs.
It's like all those transfers not really affecting the result.
No. And we'll see Essam Mohammed come on as the bowling change. Another left arm off spinner from the softball pitch end.
So Kazamfar's going to come in after the power play, that seems. Sam Muhammad trusted to see off the power play. 59 after 5. But yeah, exactly, all those off-season transfers. Seems a boast with the batting, but maybe not enough, and the bowling hasn't quite clicked for them yet. Of course, Aftab Hussain is not available for today, so they are missing him. But yeah, leaving Ghazam for a bit too much to do after the power play when he comes on. You're giving him a run rate of less than 5 to defend. Quite easy for the Little Simon batsman to just sit on him and score off the rest. Who's the other wicket-taking option here for the USRC? Ehsan Mohammed has to be one of them. Had a good couple of Premier Leagues already. Very talented for his age. Down the ground and over the top.
Great shot, great intent. Don't let the young lad settle into his spell, and first ball bounces down the wicket, strikes it cleanly over mid-off's head, and I think that's going to result in... Is it going to result in a field change?
Possibly.
No. He's told you keep in the field. What was that, a 4?
I think that was a 6, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
There you go, Ehsan Mohammed again. Hits Ibrahim Ishaq in the follow through, so no run for that one. But yeah, saw a really good opening partnership in the junior game today. Now another really good opening partnership here from Lil Saiwan. 59 already.
Yeah,
And they see off the game. That's beaten everything. It'll be a bye.
Yeah, absolutely outstanding work by this batting pair.
Yep.
That brings the 60 up for them inside 6 overs, so absolutely phenomenal work, and they've done a huge job for their team.
You know, if the game's half won here.
Putting themselves in the box seat, requiring just 5 and over now for the remainder of this innings.
It's a good sign when your team can chase on half the required runs in the power play.
Yeah. And USRC just not been able to have an answer to this onslaught.
Ehsan Ayaz has been spectacular. Ibrahim very good too. And he's stumped. There we go. And that's the first wicket to fall. Ibrahim Ishaq losing his balance on that drive.
Yeah, so that just shows what the effect that the spin can have if you get it in the right areas. Running down and going past the outside edge of the bat. So could that be the opening that USRC needs to try and reset their fortunes and try and wrestle back some sort of control here? Like we said, it's not easy to start on this pitch.
Let's see, is that the keeper coming in at 3? Ramesh Upur-Pasangi? Let's take a look at his jersey number if we can.
Number 4.
Number 4?
No.
6 something.
69?
69.
69, Ramesh Upur-Pasangi it is, the wicketkeeper. Celebrated his birthday earlier this month or late last month?
Tomorrow, isn't it?
No, it was definitely in August. But yeah, had a good last season. Played some nice little reverse sweeps and scoops and the such. Entertaining batsman. Getting a chance up here at number 3. Ehsan Khan batted in for number 4. Munir Dar, I presume, will only bat if needed. Crisis man Munir. I think his focus right now is just to get the youngsters a go. I mean, youngsters like Ehsan Khan. Relatively young compared to Munir. And then they've got Mehran Zeb up their sleeve as well. Probably coming to bat at 5. They'll be hoping though that they won't need him. These two can see off the game. Ramesh was one of the leading run scorers in Sunday League cricket, but he was playing, I think, for the Division 2 team. Lil Simon's Division 2 Sunday team. I think he's been promoted to Division 1 team now this season. So let's see how he does with the step up in competition. He was very good behind the stumps. Can he score some runs here? Ehsan Mohammed has actually consistently been one of USRC's best bowlers at this level. And he's delivered again here with a key wicket. But too little, too late. We shall find out. Well left. Well done. Acquired run rate under 5. You fancy yourself to chase 5 and over against this attack, right, Farms?
It's a loaded question, Nitesh.
I mean, you played the USRC bowling attack last season.
I played quite a different USRC bowling attack last season. There's cries and groans and a bit of excitement with a few more possibilities opening up for USRC, and they'll need to take a few wickets quickly if they're going to wrestle back some control of this match. And that's the power play finish, 66 for 1 out of the power play. Fantastic effort by the little Saiwan batting unit, cruising along at 11 and over. They've got the required rate down below 5s now. Wasps still sitting
100%.
there backing little Saiwan, sitting there as a score prediction of 100% to get them in, as we see Akbar Khan
So no Kazumfer yet.
back in again.
Power plays up and still no Kazumfer. Got a Hong Kong contracted leg spinner in your squad who's not
Surely you
bowling.
stem the flow. That's your first concern. This game that won't last for 20.
You think your Hong Kong contracted leg spinner with his not mentioning he's got a fantastic record at Premier League level, Kazumfer, wonderful economy, takes wickets, consistently one of your Lil Saiwan's best bowlers after Hassan Khan, not bowling against batsmen who he'd know very well from bowling to them in the nets. Interesting. Sticking with theme. Akbar Khan played for Hong Kong at the under-19 level. Played at Sunday League cricket for Vagabonds for a while and made the move over to USRC. And he's played Premier League for a long time as well. Independence at first, now USRC once they've joined the Premier League setup.
It's a great bit of running between the
Very
wicket
good,
and a
very
very
good.
relaxed approach from the USRC fielders, and they've been punished for that. A great bit of running between the wickets, scurrying through for 2.
Is that number 69? What's his 69, right? Yeah, Ramesh. So why is it? So someone else is wearing 60 something on there. Okay, so KCC 113 for 7 in 18 overs. Bowling well, and they've had a few wickets fall, so still trying to get to that 120 mark. Jay Davidson and Ahan Trivedi in the middle. Waheed with 2 wickets, Hassan Muhammad Khan with 3 wickets. So good to see the young fast bowlers doing well. Slower ball there from Akbar, and they get a single. Zakir attacks the ball hard, fires it. Akbar's not happy with that throw. Akbar doesn't want to rock it in his hands. Tells the batsman comfortably and no need for that. Ayah is on to 42 of 21. Phenomenal innings. Match winning innings. Ramesh yet to get off the mark. 0 of 2. There's another 69 over there. Seem to be 2 guys wearing the same shirt, so I'm not quite sure if we got the right guy out there in the middle. So if he's not Ramesh, the next guy in is Ramesh. And that's dabbed into point, and up fumble. And it's been interesting. We've got number 69 with the name Ramesh on the back batting right now, but there's another guy hitting balls with a 69 shirt which also seems to say Ramesh on it. So we're trying to figure out, will the real Ramesh please stand up? Oh, we'll figure this out. In the meanwhile, Akbar Khan into whoever this is. In the air. Yells of catch, it's gone over the infield. Fielder tidies up, and it's a run. So this guy has opened his account. Farms is sussed it out. I think he knows. I think it is the real Ramesh batting now, and Farms is asking the other guy to change his shirt into one that actually bears his own name. As to not confuse all of us. You don't want 2 guys with 69 and the same names on the shirt batting at the same time. Especially if they're both right-handers. We could maybe make 2 if one's lefty, one's righty, but anyways, here's Akbar bowling to Hassan Ayaz. Hit him from the pads, bit high, and I think Shoaib Vacha feels the same. The height's going to be an issue.
I think
It's going to be a leg by. Yep, he's hold his hand out.
That is Ramesh batting.
It is Ramesh batting, so the guy hitting balls in Ramesh's shirt off the boundary is an imposter who's been asked to wear the correct shirt now.
So it's the line as well. Where it pitches.
Yeah, so it's a
The
pitch outside
outside
like them. Yeah, correct. That LBW also very likely pitching outside leg.
Pretty hopeful appeal. 4 more to the score. Lovely shot.
Ramesh.
And again, USRC persisting with the pace attack on what is a pitch that certainly that's been the flavour of the month for anyone scoring runs. Has been having a bit of pace on the ball.
Yeah.
Certainly a wicket that you want to be trying to take pace off, even if you're a pace bowler trying to look at various forms of cutters and slower balls.
Same guy bowling.
75 for 1 in 7 overs. I think someone else has gotten rid of his helmet.
And we're going to see Gencor come on.
And there we go, the big man. 8th over of the innings, defending a required rate of 5 and over, or 4.46.
Is it too little?
Ken Gencor
Too little, too late?
changed his wasp from 100% to something under 80 maybe. Who knows? Ken Gencor turned this game around. This is the secret weapon up their sleeve. This is the big signing. This is the grudge match. How does Gencor go against Ehsan Ayaz in the nets? We shall find out. Ayaz on 42 of 22. Mehran Zeb all padded up. Ehsan Khan padded up.
Who was it wearing the shirt?
The number 69 has had the word Ramesh taped up on his shirt. So he's still 69, but it doesn't say Ramesh now. So that will hopefully clarify things. Hopefully he won't be needed to bat. At least you see the game off.
I didn't recognise him.
Oh, Nathan Kellard. Oh, that makes sense. Nathan Kellard's a new signing for side 1. Doesn't quite have his shirt ready for him yet. So he's padded up to come in next wearing a spare shirt he's borrowed from Ramesh till his shirt can be done up. We didn't have much of an off-season, to be fair to these clubs. Only 1 month off from league cricket and we've just gone right back into it. So people haven't quite had time to get their kits and such sorted out. Some player transfers still pending and the sorts. Some balls ordered and not yet picked up, lying around in an office. Here comes Gencor, 2 good balls to start with, but that one might be a single. A bit of a fumble there and they run through. Loud cheers to that single as well. Ehsan Ayaz moves on to 43. So Nathan Kellard padded up to come in next. Will be making his debut for Little Saiwan and his debut at Premier League level.
Callan Cricket Club have just clocked over 120 for 8 now,
And they just
with
lost.
5 deliveries left to go.
They've lost the 9th wicket now, right? The Jay Davidson. Wasn't that the 9th wicket? Okay, the 8th wicket. They've got there in the end. Again, a good tight ball there from Gencor. Not much the batsman can do about it. Little Saiwan's plan has to be just sit on Gencor for 4 overs. Let him go through these overs without losing a wicket. Score off the rest. Gencor. 1 slip in place. 2 boundary riders on the leg side, 1 boundary rider on the off. I think he's got a deep backward square leg as well, out of view. Let's pull. It's gone past short fine leg. Yeah, there's no boundary rider there, so the fielder pulls it in and they get 2 runs. So long off, deep extra cover, long gone, and deep in wicket. 4 boundary riders for Gencor. Then he's got a slip and 4 men in the circle. So not a very defensive field, but also not a very attacking one. Squirts off the inside edge. Big gaps down the leg side. Easy single. KCC 120, will that be enough? There is a stream up on YouTube on the KCC YouTube page. Not much commentary and highlights, but they do have some video footage up there of that game if you want to go check it out. Hopefully our live stream will come up shortly as well. Technical issues, testing out some new equipment, a new setup. So let's see if they can get that running by the second innings. Shot from Ehsan Ayaz. He just pulled that over into the dugout for 6. And that will take him to 49. 1 away from a 50. And Gencor Mohammed seems not happy with his field or something like that.
Yeah, because it looks like he's surprised that he didn't have a fielder right there where the ball landed. But ultimately, you know, bowlers responsible for their own field. It's their figures, and Unfortunately, the introduction of Gazumpha hasn't slowed the Raiders' egos for 10 off his first over. And Little Saiwan continue to tick along at 10.6 and over, requiring just 4 and over for the remaining 12 overs if they were to use all of them to get over the line and win this match. So USRC's got to come up with something special, and Little Saiwan's got to do something pretty silly, I would imagine, to give up this game.
This has been dominating performance. I think Little Saiwan really came out here with a point groove after losing so many players in the off-season. Fairly young team, some untested players. They brought Munir Dar back out of retirement, but they were very good in the field with the ball, stuck to their plans, used the pitch well. And Ehsan Ayaz has been phenomenal with the bat. Ibrahim Ishaq playing a very good innings as well. And Ramesh looking good here so far, 8 of 8. Can he help see off the chase? USRC still chasing history, still chasing that first win at Premier League level. Doesn't seem like today's their day, but who knows? Still off cricket left to be played. It's cut through the infield. Good single there. Let's take a quick look at the schedule.
Oh, big turn. Rips past the outside edge.
Well bowled. Ehsan Khan getting some good purchase here. Sorry, Ehsan Muhammad. Again, very good ball, but very well played. Ramesh just letting it come onto his bat. Next week, USRC will take on PACC, and we'll have the old grudge match, HKCC versus KCC, down at the Colin Cricket Club. Interesting to see who comes out victorious today, KCC versus PACC. Is that...
It's a wicket falls.
Is that a wicket? That's a soft dismissal there. Chip straight to cover. We're just talking about Ramesh looking up to the task, but he just chipped that too short cover. I'm not sure if he got a clean replay of that catch. As you can now see on the replay. Soft dismissal, just drilled it hard into the fielder's hand. The roaming camera didn't pick it up. He missed a catch there. It's 87 for 2.
Yeah, Van's in desperate need of a coffee. Try and wake up. Just radio through, get the umpires to give it to you if you need it.
Right, who took that catch?
So as we were saying, it'll be interesting to see who emerges victorious in that KCC-PACC game. Looks like PACC will need 122 to beat the Colin Cricket Club. Skawat Ali taking that catch.
Thanks.
And it's Ehsan Khan, number 5, new man into the middle. Do you back Pakistan Association to get the 22 runs they need?
Ali should cover.
Ali Skawat taking that catch. Ehsan Khan.
Two number 5 shirts batting at the same time, guys. Just please be aware of that. 2 number 5 shirts batting.
Not only are they 2 number 5, they're both named Ehsan.
Now facing the ball.
They're both named Ehsan. They're both number 5s named Ehsan. Do not want to make our lives easy here. The one with the helmet is Ehsan Khan. The one with the cap is Ehsan Ayaz. The one with long sleeves is Ehsan Ayaz. The one with short sleeves, Ehsan Khan. Short sleeve and helmet versus long sleeves and cap. Don't worry about the shirts and the shirt numbers. Apparently that's not an effective means of telling who's who. Let's follow other methods. Do you think we need to update a code of behavior, Farms, to include the fact that 2 players cannot wear the same shirt number in televised games?
Well, I think in any game it would seem common sense, but unachievable on this occasion. So yeah, we'll certainly have to try and rectify that. Certainly,
it also helps.
It becomes a rather confusing challenge where there's 2 number 69s, 2 number 5s. It's like doing a game of memory.
Yeah. In this case, it helps that Ehsan Ayaz is a lefty as well, and Ehsan Khan's righty. There we go. Down the wicket, down the ground. That should be his 50. 50 up for Ehsan Ayaz. It's a wonderful innings. It's been an excellent 50. As we watch him raise his bat. to the dugout. Wonderful little knock from Ehsan Ayaz. 50 runs of just 26 balls. 7 fours and 2 sixes has all but won this game for a side. Just the final rights here. Only 4 and over needed, and now 44 runs needed in 11 overs. Should see them home. Meanwhile, KCC bowled on the final ball. Bowled out for 122. Pakistan Association 123 to win.
Yeah, watch that space. Will be very interesting to see what happens with that second innings. The sounds of things, it's a tough wicket out there, so who knows, 122 could be a defendable total.
Could be competitive. Gazamfar to continue.
Broken on it? Is it a clip or what's broken on it?
Can he pull off a miracle, Gazamfar? His side needs a miracle from him. Need a lot of wickets and need them quickly. Only 44 to defend the final 11. They've got a guy set in 50. They've got one of the best batsmen in Sunday League cricket in Ehsan Khan, and although he does bat lower down the order for the national team, so they've got a strong couple of players out there. So Gazamfar, big job to do against his former club. Short again, field in a deep. Zakir Hayat tidying up, 1 run. Positives for USRC in this game?
Look, I think they'll be really pleased with the way that they started their power play. They look to be quite explosive and build a strong base to go from. Disappointing to lose their 2 big wickets, their 2 big signings within the space of 3 balls. I think that really hurt their innings as they progressed forward. But managed to, steady the ship a little bit, bat their 20 overs and put what we thought was a reasonable total on the board. But there's going to certainly be some questions asked from the bowling display about the way that they've gone about doing things. Sure, Ehsan Ayaz has had a fantastic batting innings, but I certainly think USRC didn't put their best foot forward in terms of their bowling, and they'll have to re-evaluate either their plans or their execution.
Yeah, that's what they're going to look back and think about that. Power play, first 4 overs, 50 runs in those first 4, costing the game right there. Still in the game though, game's not done yet. Still a chance if Gazamfar can produce something special here for them. Very well played. Big cheers for every single taken here. They know they go run a ball here, they've got the match. Nothing silly, nothing extravagant required. Just take the game as it comes. Imran Arif keeping himself at slip for Ehsan Khan, the new batter in. 2 of 2. That's wide. Yeah, well left. Signaled accordingly. Gazamfar's got a sweeper on the offside. Long on, log off. 1 sweeper on the leg side. So only 4 out. And a slip, bring on the offside, short fine leg. Very good ball there. Ehsan Ayaz has gone halfway down the wicket, has been sent back. I think it was an outside edge on that from Ehsan Khan. So appealing for the LBW, but I think Papara. Good ball there, a good area, dangerous area. Needs more of those. 2 to come. Working to the left side, they go for 1. Ehsan Khan wants 2, Ayaz has sent him back. And it's just the 1. Good fielding in the deep as well. Lefty on strike for the final ball, so the field changes around again. Another extra fielder goes on the deep on the left-hander's leg side, Zakir Hayat. He's got 3 on the deep on the leg side, plus a short fine leg. And a mid-wicket, 5 on the leg. Long off his back, and the other 3 offside fielders are in the ring. So he's trying to protect himself from the slog. But I don't know if you're looking to take a wicket with this field, and really what they need now is wickets. With this field, he may not get hit for a boundary, but is he going to get a breakthrough? Let's see. 1 ball to go. Bit too short. Ehsan Ayaz gets on top of it, and it will just be 1 run. 95 for 2 in 10 overs. Only 38 needed in the second half of this game. I doubt we'll see the whole second half. Horace, how many overs do you think Lil Saiwan need to chase this down? They need 38 more runs.
16th over.
16th over they'll get. Yeah. Do you mean like 15.5 or like 16.5?
Within 16th over.
Within 16th over. So before the 16th over is done, Horace thinks this game will be over.
I've got a good cause for about 2 minutes at the moment. And we are 8 minutes behind. 10 minutes behind.
What?
Any other good cause?
8 minutes behind at the
10.
moment. 10 minutes behind.
But we're finished by 16.
Yeah, I think they'll be done. I don't think they need to worry about the overage here. Here comes Hassan Mohammed. Short. Gets a bit of bounce and turn though. Ayaz just jabs it into the offside for a single. And Hassan Khan back on strike. Munir Dawar shouting his advice from the sidelines. Just need 20 more runs, he says. I think we need 38 more runs.
Still be retrospectively charged, but slow over it.
You can be actually, yeah.
I think the slow rate,
That's what England always get done.
The reason's been already.
I think it'll catch up now, yeah.
They've been on for ages.
Oh, short and wide again. Hassan Khan gets enough bat on that to get it through the infield. Easy to. Ambles through for the second. Comfortable. Runs just flowing here. It's got to slip in place, but should they be looking for more attacking field farms?
Yeah, they've got to find a way to take wickets.
Oh, what a
That's
ball!
a lovely delivery.
What a ball!
If you can bowl 6 out of 6 there, they're going to be in business. But yeah, you're right, Nitesh, they've got to find a way to take wickets. That's the only way they're going to try and turn this game on its head, with Little Saiwan only needing 3.7 and over. Then you're not really going to... You haven't got scoreboard pressure on your side, Nitesh, so it's got to be through taking wickets.
They're just taking singles. They've won this game, so. No, good ball there.
Good ball.
Hassan stringing together a couple of good balls to the other. 3 Hassans out there in the middle. Hassan Mohammed going to Hassan Khan while Hassan Ayaz watches from the non-strikers end.
All we need is the bowler to have the shirt number 5.
He has thankfully picked the number 9. Swept away. Short fine leg fields it. Chance for a run out. Oh, he's home. Scampers home. One run. Good run again. Shouldn't you find a way to get a wicket here? There we go.
Slower ball.
Bowled in! There we go. Hassan gets Hassan. Tosses it up, gets some turn through the gate. And too little too late, or will that help them? Is that a foot in the door? Tiny little toenail in the door. And they wedge it open. Looks like the other 69 is coming in.
So got Munir Dawar, Tanya Ahmed.
Yeah, still quite a bit of batting to come for the Taiwan, but it looks like Nathan Kellard set to play his first innings in orange for Little Taiwan, his debut for this club. So Nathan Kellard is a youngster from, I believe, New Zealand, studying University in New Zealand, but he is Sri Lankan. He played a little bit at Sri Lankan. Oh, look, they've tapered the number 9. Very nice of them. So he's played a little club cricket for Sri Lanka Cricket Club in Sunday League. Last season, his season was cut short as he wanted to transfer clubs, but that transfer for various reasons has still been stuck in limbo.
Or one ball left.
So he hasn't been able to play much Sunday cricket since that, but apparently he's very talented. Youngster, 21, 22 years old. Little Simon see a lot in him, and they've given him a Premier League debut today. They're letting him bat him a lot. So he's got some club experience back in Sri Lanka. I think he's played a bit in New Zealand, not sure about that part. But he's young, and he's talented. I've never seen him play, so I'm looking forward to this. Nathan Kellard. Nice kid by all accounts. Let's see how he goes. Number 6. With a bit of tape there. Very nice of him. That makes our life much easier. There we go. Some energy now in the field. USRC, they're feeling something here. Is there a little bit of magic here? Can they get 7 wickets with 30 runs and pull off spectacular win? Horace chuckles. He thinks it's not possible. I'm going to interview him.
Possible.
Possible. Oh, there we go. Horace is hedging his bets. There's one from Muhammad in to Hassan Khan. Nice ball. Punch back past Kazampa, but not off. No run.
Played a bit of cricket for Otago Boys High School.
There you go. There's him for in.
Full toss and
Straight to mid wicket. Ehsan Khan missing out there. So the Zamfar's now starting to get a bit of rhythm. Despite that full toss, has actually been bowling decently these last couple of overs, but can he get a wicket? Can he pull enough? Here he comes again. Very full, straight to mid off again. Ehsan Khan happy to take his time. He knows he's in no hurry here.
3 dots.
3 dots. What's going to happen next, Horace?
4 runs.
Boundary. He's calling a boundary
you
now.
heard it here first, folks. 4 runs is the call.
It's another dot ball. 4 dots.
Horace's corner.
No, I mean...
He's on probably a
this one.
25% success rate today, but that's okay. As we see, as expected, the little So-Won run rate just dropping down a little bit from its lofty heights earlier. Now that the...
Ooh, lovely ball there. That's the area.
You kind of asked the question if Gazumpha and these spin bowlers had come on earlier, tried to steady the ship and stop the flow of runs early.
Since he's come on, 8.37 he's dropped to run rate.
Yeah, since his spin has been introduced, the run rate's dropped down to 8.37.
1 ball left.
Acquired rate though, only 4.16.
34 runs required, is it?
You never know with these little So-Won games. They always tend to be interesting. Always seem to be a twist in the tail. They are an entertaining team to watch. I'll put it that way. So let's see what happens here. Very good from Ehsan Khan.
Little So-Won clapping every run, desperate to get a win on the board, especially having lost so many players. And they clapped the 100.
100 up. Some chatter here. Ehsan Khan now on strike still. Nathan Killard yet to play a ball. As Mohammad Ehsan 3 overs, 3 for 14, has bowled very well today. The youngster, pick up the bowlers for them as he has been for a while. Oh, and what is Nathan? Oh, the throws at the wrong end. It's all the chaos. Nathan wants to get on strike. He wants to get back on ball there. He felt a single was on the offering. Ehsan Khan taking a moment here to go chat to his junior teammate. Might have, I don't know if a run was really ever there. I don't think that was the right call. I think Ehsan Khan did the right thing to send him back. It's a lot of excitement for no run. A lot of little bits of drama here, but Ehsan should win this comfortably. Oh, that spin and that bounce, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Ooh, just short.
Yeah, looking at this pitch, just biting and turn everywhere, and that's certainly not the way to get the most out of it. As they,
And Nathan's got the first. He wants the second. He wants the second. No.
sneak a run.
You mentioned Nathan Killard played a bit for Otago Boys High School.
I believe so. Looking at one of his Crick HQ profiles,
A few Nathan Killards floating around.
can't imagine there would be. Certainly in New Zealand. Southland Boys High School, Otago Boys High School.
He's got some
Long tradition in playing good level of cricket down in Otago Boys High School.
He's got a bit of experience, bit of pedigree behind him. Let's see how
I
he
don't
goes.
know that he would have played on too many pitches quite like this, Nitesh.
Oof, that is true. Very different to New Zealand pitch, I would feel. Let's see how he goes. First ball, 2 slips in place. I love this.
Golden duck.
Horace was calling a golden duck as he punched that one outside off stump. Horace jinxing. Nathan, if you're watching this, when you see Horace next to the ground, make sure you give him a wave. He backed you for a golden duck.
Almost.
Almost. Here comes Hassan. Oh, lovely ball yet again. Phenomenal last over there from Hassan Mohammed. Very good areas, lots of spin. And that's his 4 overs.
He's only gone for 15 off his 4.
Only 15 and 3 because he's been very good at Premier League level for quite a while. He's been probably USRC's best bowler at this level. Very good stuff from him yet again, but is it too little?
Don't try it.
Nice, huh? Nice.
Well, it's not. Who's bowling now?
Must be Gazanfar, right? Or they're taking Gazanfar off?
It's Roger.
Oh, Shan Raja on. So they've taken Gazanfar off the attack after 3 overs for 17 runs. They got 32 to defend in 7 overs. Gone to Shan Raja, the other left-arm spinner.
Number 1, back to ball from my end. Thank you.
Run rate's dropped to 7.
Run rate required?
4.5.
Here we go, Shan Raja into Ehsan Khan.
Well, watch this space. You just don't know what will happen here.
Nathan Killard, after a bit of a nervy start, his debut at Premier League level, debut for Lil Simon, wants to make an impression. Already had his mind space ruined by someone going over him and telling him his shirt is wrong and he needs to correct that.
Sorry, Nitesh, that was me.
There we go. Ehsan Khan for the sweep. He plays that sweep well. I don't think it's going for 4. Fine leg tidies it up. He gets a throw in.
Little Saiwan just cheering every run.
Every run.
They get a sense that they're nearing a victory, but this understanding there's still a lot of work to do to get there.
Nervy time. That was a small target. Back of the minds, they're thinking.
1, 2.
Yeah, they've got 2 there, right? Back of the minds, they might just be concerned. Let's not mess this up. Through the covers, Ehsan Khan cools the cucumber. Might get another 2. Nope, only 1 there. Shahriar Khan headies up. Pink towel tucked into his pants, Shahriar Khan. Looking very sharp though, someone. Sorry, USRC. Very nice looking shirt.
Yeah, you're a big fan of the uniform, aren't you,
Really like
Nitesh?
it.
Eh?
It's very creative.
That's the front runner for the uniform, I think.
KCC have a nice looking new uniform as well, sponsored by Green Veggie or something, a vegetarian restaurant, if I understand correctly.
Premier League specific uniform, which is great.
Nice to see the clubs get into the spirit of the competition, try and up their game, get
Yeah, well,
sponsors.
KCC and HKCC always have their own little inside rivalry and trying to get one up on each other, and I think
Indeed.
KCC will be pleased to feel that they've got a Premier League specific shirt before.
Exactly. With a sponsor. So they've got that going for them as well. And HKCC found a sponsor yet. Speaking of KCC, the run chase is underway. Pakistan Association 8 for no loss in 8 balls. Hamid Khan has already picked up a boundary. So Jay Davidson and Izaz Khan taking the new ball down there. I expect Dan Pascal bowl a few in the power play.
I think that's going to be the man to watch.
Dan the man, cricketer of the year, taking place in that game over at KCC. Taking part in that game over at KCC, pardon. Nathan Killard has got his first run in Lil Sawan colours. And he'll now be looking for his second. Nervy start for Nathan, but he's off the mark. No duck for him. No golden duck as Horace predicted. And no dot ball. So Horace called this game ending within 16 overs. I think it might take a bit longer. Still 27 to go. You think USRC will take this? If this gets into the 18th or 19th over, USRC will feel there's a bit of nerves going around there. A bit of chance, but they've got to take this game deep. And it'll be interesting to see what Imran Arif is thinking here. A bit of a huddle, a bit of a conversation going on about who should bowl next. Ehsan Mohammed's bowled out. Gazanfar's got 1. Shan Raja's got 1. I think he has to go to a seamer. Shahad Wasif's there having a chat with him as well. They've got no spin options left as far as I'm aware. So it is going to be a seamer of some sort, and it looks like it's going to be Akbar Khan. He's trusted Akbar. 2 overs for 19 so far.
Bowler number 3 back from Horizon.
The Akbar Khan bowling from the Argyle Street end, or as the umpires call it, Shiroi's end. And let's see the field. They've got long on, they've got...
Akbar almost looks like he's going to come in and bowl spin here.
I know, he comes up with a little short run up. I think he's a canny bowler. That's the thing with Akbar. He knows a lot of tricks. He knows how to adjust his bowling to suit conditions. I think he's got a plan in place to cut the ball around a little bit, bowl a bit slower. They've got short mid wicket with Imran Arif. No slip. Keeper standing up. Long off's gone back as Zamfar. Deep extra cover. Long gone. Deep square legs. So they're still protecting the boundaries, but they have 5 in the circle. Short fine legs, short third, point, cover, mid wicket. Oh, he sent third man back. He's pushed third man back onto the boundary. So still protecting the boundaries here. I think he's trying to take this game deep here. Let little Simon do it in singles. Short, dab to point, good attacking fielding, no run. If USRC can get 2 or 3 quiet overs in here, could be a bit of pressure on little Simon. You know, get that required run rate up to somewhere around 6 with 2 overs to go. Could have a bit of extra drama here. USRC not out of this yet. Just got to keep building that pressure. Ehsan Khan doing a Dhoni, trying to take it deep. He takes another single. What's Nathan gonna do here? What's Nathan's strategy here? Just keep surviving, keep nudging it around. Or does he try to go bang bang, hit 2 boundaries, take the pressure off, end this game quick? James Chan, what do you think you do in this situation? Do you go for the boundaries and the quick finish, or you just keep nurdling it around?
Depends how quick I'd want to get to the bar.
Depends how quick James Chan wants to get to the bar. It's only 4:32 PM, still happy hour in most places, so I reckon you're not much of a rush. Here comes Akbar Khan. Bottom edge past the keeper is called through for a quick single, and they get it. So doing in 1s and 2s here, little Simon, just nurdling around.
Was that one?
Yeah, it's 1 more. Again, USRC's game plan has to be just dry up the boundaries, collect as many dots as possible, take this deep, hope the pressure leads to them doing some funny things. Bang! Hammered that. Ehsan Khan's had enough of nudging and nurdling. Absolutely smacks that one. Cover fielder was in with a chance for a moment, but it just flew right past him for 4.
It's about time.
That's a bit of the pressure release valve there. Required run is drop below 4 with that boundary. Just look at that, just smacked it, just waited for the right ball. No fielder down at deep extra cover. Had beat the man in the circle, and he did it really, really well there. Excellent shot from Ehsan Khan. He's had enough. 70-24, time to go. 21 of 32. What does Akbar do here in response? Really full and straight, and it's just punched down to Zakir Hayat in front of us. Only 1 run. Here we go. 20 needed. We're entering the end of the 15th over. 5 overs to come. USRC needs some magic here. Ooh, was that a drop catch? I know what they're appealing for. Should play to a square leg umpire if you want that stumping, and the bail's not even dismissed. So I'm not really sure what. I think he's just checking with the umpire. Had he caught it, was that out? Caught behind. He's having a chat there, sure. If the keeper had managed to hold on to that, was he out? Replay there on your screen. I thought I heard of a bit of a sound, but not quite sure. The keeper fumbles the take. Anyways, 113 for 3. 5 overs to go, 20 to win. 4 and over needed. The Zamfar has got 1 over, Shan Raj has got 1 over. So he's got 2 overs of spin in these 5 overs. 3 overs will have to be of seam. Akbar Khan's bowled 3, so you're probably going to get 1 more out of him. And there we go, he's gone for Gazamfar. He's got to get a wicket here. He needs the wicket of Ehsan Khan. Gazamfar has to be told, you need to give me the wicket of Ehsan Khan. By hook. Need a hat trick. At the very least, you need a hat trick. Horace, at the very least. But they do want Ehsan Khan's wicket. So can Gazamfar get that breakthrough for them?
No.
Good area, spin. Ehsan Khan happy, let it go. Ehsan Khan is not going to be giving his wicket away here. He knows Gazamfar's just got this 1 over left. He knows he can just see him off. And it'll be slightly easier to score of the remaining 4 overs. Here he goes again, Gazamfar. Tantalizing. Outside half of the bat, but it's going down to third man, where Sean Raja puts in a dive. Phenomenal effort there in the field. Does very well. Really good fielding effort there by Sean. Good effort there. Ahsan Khan comes back for 2. Commitment there in the field from USRC. He's definitely saved 2 runs, Sean Raja. You say that quite with some certainty. As you can see, the good camera work by Van's trying to capture that. Puts in a dive. Saves 2 runs. So Sean Raja showing that effort in the field. Ahsan Khan though keeps strike. Has he nicked it? They're off in celebration. The umpire doesn't think so. Umpire doesn't think so. Replay on your screen now, folks. I did not hear an edge. I did not hear anything from down here. Horace didn't hear anything either. James Chan didn't hear anything either. We're all unmoved, but USRC were convinced. Ahsan got a tickle on that one. Oh, look at that celebration. They thought it was gone. Ahsan Khan, if he nicked it, he's not one to walk. Who would walk in this circumstance?
Does anyone walk anymore?
Is anyone? He shouldn't walk. I don't believe in walking. The umpire is there to do a job. Respect the umpire. You walk when he gives you out. When you're not out, you stand your ground when he gives you not out. That's the right way to do things. All right, here we go. There's umpire in. 18 to win. Ahsan Khan just trying to get through this over now. There's umpire looking dangerous here. Lovely ball. Defender outside off the bat. Nathan calls for a quick run. Good running there, and Nathan now tasked with seeing off these last 2 balls from Gazumfer. Only 17 needed to win. Only 17. Is Gazumfer going to call for an extra slip? Short leg, gully, silly mid off. Get fielders in all around the bat. You need a wicket here. Same field, no change. Here we go. Nathan fiddles at that one outside off stump. Dot ball. Nathan Kahlart, newcomer, making his debut for Little Side 1 and debut at Premier League level. There we go. Last ball of Gazumfer spell. 3.5 not for 20. Hasn't taken a wicket on USRC debut. Yet to take a wicket in USRC colours. Can this ball be it?
No.
No, it's not. Down the wicket and driven straight to cover for no run. Waqas Khan fields, and that is the end of Gazumfer's 4. His first spell in USRC colours. And that's the end of spin. Well, no, Sean Raja's got 1 over left. Sorry, my bad. 4 overs to go, 1 over of spin. Sean Raja, 3 overs of seam. 17 to win. Ahsan Khan on 21 of 29. Nathan Kahlart out there, 2 of 9. Interesting complexion this game has taken. The other side were crushing it.
Who's going to bowl?
But all of a sudden, it suddenly became a bit of a game of survival, a bit of chicken and mouse, but sorry, cat and mouse. But let's see if the other side one can finish this game off in a more dominant fashion.
Who's this?
Zakir Hayat.
Yeah,
It's Zakir Hayat. This is an interesting change in bowling here. Interesting change in bowling. Young, promising Hong Kong fringe under 19 player, fringe national, has played under 19 I believe. Zakir Hayat, trained in the national squad, is in and around the setup, very talented, has come through school cricket in Hong Kong, has come through age group cricket for USRC, is now representing them at Premier League level, played a couple of games for them last season as well, showed a lot of promise at the bat, very impressive big hitting potential, but today now we get to see him with the ball. He picked up a first ball duck, yorked by Tanvir Ahmed, very difficult ball to get first up, not a first ball any batsman would want to get first up. Now he's got a chance to make amends with the ball. He didn't need a wicket here, he needs something. 17 of 24. So we're talking about just like taking this deep and making it a game of nerves. USRC have got it to 17 of 24. Is there enough here? Is there enough here to cause a panic in the Little Side 1 ranks?
How come he doesn't keep?
There we go, Zakir into bowl. Ooh, and it's a bit of play and a miss. Ahsan Khan reaching forward, just kind of sticking his bat out of it. No harm. With us being in the final 4 overs of this chase, PACC have just completed the first 4 overs of their chase. 24 for no loss, chasing 123. So very good start by Manjinder Singh and Hamid Khan. Sunny Singh, as he's known, I believe. 1-6 in his 11 of 11. Hamid Khan 12 of 14 with 2 boundaries. Ezaz Khan and Jay Davidson, the new ball bowler, is not taking the wicket yet. Here comes Zakir Hayat now though, and down the wicket, belted on the ground. Shahad Wasif in front of us, fields it easily. So it's only 1 run.
攞到呢個或者係。
Here comes Zakir again. Good straight bat from Nathan Kellogg, hailing from New Zealand. They have school cricket in New Zealand apparently, as a bit of research has shown. So he'll be a bit more comfortable with the Pacers, one thinks, against Seaman, and he showed that they're very confident right off the middle of the bat. 2 of 10, he's on Premier League debut. Can he see his team home? Can he win this game for his side? His newly adopted side, Lil Saiwan, his first game at Premier League level. Ehsan Khan at the other end, marshalling this chase. Zakir started well here. Down the wicket, in the air, it's over the infield. The Zamfar is making chase, he's not going to chase him. Will it stop inside the rope? It's hit the rope, it's 4 runs. And that's a boundary for Nathan Kellogg. His first at Premier League level, and just like that, it's only another 12 to win. Just 2 hits away from Mickey Lil Saiwan. And this is, again, the pressure release we're talking about. It's all about taking it deep and seeing who has the nerves, when Nathan Kellogg lofting that over the offside. Very well. Good shot. Only 12 more to win here, Farms. We're almost at the end of this.
12 to ring.
Zakir Hayat into bowl. Hit back into the stumps. So no run there. Good feeling by the stumps. 16.5. 1 ball to go. So Horace's prediction yet again incorrect, as they've taken it into the 17th over.
I haven't got one right.
Hasn't got one right today, Horace, unfortunately. I mean, you were right about Lil Saiwan winning. You got that correct.
Not yet.
Not yet. You're close. 12 to win. Can Lil Saiwan prove Horace right? 12 of 19. Here comes Zakir again. Knows the call. Nice and loud from Ehsan Khan. It's just gone to the covers.
That's the important part.
12 needed in 3 overs. So that required rate just hovering on 4 still. USRC just got to keep taking this deep, get this into the 18th and 19th and 20th overs, and hope for something funny to happen. Meanwhile, Manjinder Singh has gone bang bang. 6 of consecutive balls of the normally very economical Atiq Iqbal. PAC 36 for no loss inside the 5th over. Looks like they're going to pull off a big victory there, despite not having a lot of their main players. PACC losing a lot of their players due to COVID restrictions, currently trapped in Pakistan, unable to return, fielding a lot of youngsters, but have still managed to put up a fist off at KCC and might pull off a good win. They lost Babar Hayat in the off-season, but dismissed him for a 2-ball duck, Tanvir Afsal. And it looks like PACC might open up the season with a win, which shapes up nicely for next week. They'll come here to play USRC, KCC. They'll have to play KCC, but still a lot of cricket left to be played down there at the Kwong Cricket Club, and hopefully we get a live stream for that coming up soon. Over here though, looks like a change of bowling. Is that Sharia Khan coming back on? So it looked like it was going to be Shan Raja for a bit, but they've gone with another seamer and they've set his field back 12 to win this.
Be all over this over.
Ehsan Khan's going to go after this. I think you're right there. I think Ehsan Khan's seen who's been tossed the ball, and he'll be thinking, right, this is the over I finish the game. This is going to be an important over. If Sharia Khan can get through this quietly, or can, more importantly, get a wicket, the game is still open. But if Ehsan Khan goes bang bang, that's it, game over. Third man back, sweeper on the offside. Fine leg back, sweep on the, no, fine legs back? No. Yeah, fine legs back, sweep on the leg side. I think they might have long gone back. Alright, here he goes. Sharia Khan in, Ehsan Khan, driven firmly to the covers for no runs, so dot ball to start. Actually, they've got 5 in the circle, mid-off and mid-on both up in the ring for Sharia, so they've kept the straight boundary simply. They want Ehsan Khan to try hit it straight. Got third man, fine leg, and 2 sweepers, so I guess the plan is back of a length. The plan seems to be to invite Ehsan to try and hit him straight. There we go. Here comes Sharia again, second ball is over. Down the wicket, and he hits it straight. He obliges straight to mid-on, who fields. Ehsan Khan's run through for a single, so Nathan Kellogg now on strike. At this point, you have to think he'd be looking for a single. No more dot balls. You're into the final 3. Don't want to take this too deep, just in case you lose another wicket and put the newcomers into some unnecessary pressure. 11 of 16. USRC have done well to get this match this far. Have dragged it out. Was still at 100% for Lil Saiwan. Lil Saiwan taking their time, doing this slowly and clinically. Here we go, Sharia Khan. Short ball, top edge pulled, lands in no man's land. Keeper tidies up, and it's another single. mean, this in singles, 10 or 15. We've seen teams choke from 10 or 15, haven't we, Firms? Games have been lost from the circumstance. Games have been won for the bowling side from here. USRC just got to keep doing the basics right. Just got to keep at it. Make Little Sawan work for these runs. 10 or 15. Here we go. Outside off stump, play and a miss. Not a wide. Right over your bat, Ehsan. I don't think that can be a wide.
Tried. He's a wily old operator, second.
Yeah, the game's going a lot deeper than expected, and yeah, like you say, who knows? Certainly Little Saiwan's game to lose.
There we go, short, he's pulled it. Fielded deep, was interested for a moment, but he'll just tidy up and it'll be yet another single. Yeah, Ehsan Khan. I think he's taking lessons here from Dhoni's playbook. Take it deep, take the game out, wait for the game to come to you. 9 to win, single digits, 2 hits away, realistically. They've been 2 hits away for a while now. Just keeping that in. There you go. Oh, a bit of an appeal. Appeal. He's been given. He's been given. I thought it was bad on that, but. And that's what we're talking about here.
Another
Wicked.
twist and turn in the tale of Hong Kong Premier League cricket.
Hope I replay caught that. The camera froze for a bit while the appeal was happening. Oh, I don't think we caught the moment of impact on the pad on the TV, unfortunately. Seemed like our camera just froze at that impact.
Oh, the timing of that to happen.
Controversy. No one's going to be able to argue with that one because there's enough footage for it. Anyways,
I mean, ultimately, wickets in hand isn't the problem here for Little Saiwan. Just got to get these remaining 9 runs, get themselves over the line, and for them, chalk up their first win. But I'm sure USRC have other ideas and will be trying to make sure that they take this into the last over and see if they can get the nerves, get the pressure, and who knows.
it feels like the strategy to take it deep has unnecessarily put themselves under a bit of pressure. You know, when SNA was going bang, 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 it looked like they would finish this well ahead of time, but they adopted the method of trying to take in the singles, take it deep, and
I'll tell you what,
There we
Munir
go,
Dar's
Munir
coming
Dar.
out, and he's not one to take his time. So
I think Munir senses a bit of nerves around the dressing room now. He's like, you know what, youngsters, sit back, watch a professional show you how it's done. The young Munir Dar and even younger Ehsan Khan. They don't like it when you call them old. Ehsan Khan told me, you keep referring him to the old experienced veteran. Daniel Pascoe is older. So,
look, it's not a competition, Nitesh.
he's like, how come no one calls Daniel Pascoe old? I think he has a point.
That's because Ehsan Khan's been around. It just feels like he's part of the furniture. He's been around for years.
I mean, speaking of Daniel Pascoe, he has yet to bowl at KCC while Pakistan Association have reached 48 for no. Is he playing? Is Daniel Pascoe in the 11? Or is he not available for today's game? Oh, he's not in the 11. No, Dan Pascoe's not there in the 11. Vikas Sharma, Atiq Iqbal, Ahan Trivedi, Sandeep Himsaria, Jay Davidson, Chris Carter. Anyways, Zakir Hayat down the wicket, hit hard along off, only one. Now Munir Dar. This is what we come to watch him. Munir Dar. He needs 8 to win.
Watch this space.
Let's go, Ken Munir.
Anything could happen here.
Yeah, James Sand. I mean, I felt like there might have been a better bat there, but hard to say from where we're sitting. Hard from our vantage point. Umpires obviously got the best view. The tractor is warming up. They sense an end of the game is imminent with Munir Dar at the crease. Munir Dar famous for winning Hong Kong game against Bangladesh in the T20 World Cup. I'm not sure if this game is high stakes as that one, but it'll be up there. Alright, here we go. Zakir Hayat into Munir Dar. 8 to win. Low full toss, catches the call, but it's beaten the infield. The field in the deep, who tidies up. Oh, yes, no for the two, it's only one. A lot of applause from USRC. They're sensing something here, USRC. The energy level has just picked up a little bit here. Sun's gone down, the air's cooled up. They know they've got 7 to defend. They know they've got a chance here, an outside chance,
Wasp
slim
going
chance.
down to
Wasp has
98.
gone to 98. Wasp was so confident all this time, 100%. Has just suddenly revised its opinion here. It's 98 now. There we go. That 2%, can USRC pull off that 2%? Oh, it's trickled down to third man, another single. Oh, Munir was hurrying back down for the second. Was sent back. This game. So yeah, no Dan Pascoe for KCC. They seem to be missing him. Pakistan Association 48 after the power play. Sunny Singh 29 of 18.
6 needed to win.
Yeah, six needed to win over here. 1-6
One
away.
ball.
Munir Dar. Sunny Singh's had 4 sixes down at KCC. 29 of 18. As they're rollicking in their chase. Here we go. 6 to win. Munir Dar on strike. Can he finish the game off? He steps across his crease. Oh, he defends it back to the bowler. Very well bowled by Zakir Hayat, who threatens a shot at the stumps. Oh, it's all happening. What an entertaining game this has been.
Yeah, absolutely. Entertaining finish here, and good for young Zakir Hayat, young player coming in with a bit of a pressure situation, bowling to an experienced Munir Dar that'll be looking to pounce on anything that he can try and launch over the rope and finish this game in one shot. So, hey, don't go anywhere, folks. 6 required to win here for Little Saiwan.
How good will the wicket be here? Let's go, Zakir. Here you go. Short swing and a miss. Munir going for the big hit. Ah, it's going into the final over, folks. 6 needed of 7. We might have a tense final over finish on our hands here. Ehsan Khan shakes his head. Ehsan Khan can't believe it.
USRC in this
Can they do it? This would be
Premier League history.
an incredible way to win your first ever Premier League game. Wasp at 100%, giving you no chance. 4 runs in over for most of the run chase needed. To pull that back somehow and pull off a win would be an incredible win if USRC could do it. There would be articles written about this in the USRC newsletter, stuck all over the cricket nets for the next generation of cricketers to be inspired by out of nowhere victory. But can they do it? Zakir Hayat will be a part of that story if they pull it off. 1.5, none for 8. Wonderful little spell here at the end. Full toss, slugged away to the leg side. Fielder chases it down. Tidies up. They're going to come back for the second. No, it's only 1. So Munir Dar can't put that full toss away. Zakir Hayat ends a nice 2-over spell for just 9 runs.
I'll tell you
5 in the
that's,
final over. Who bowls it? Who takes this over?
How many went off that over? That's a phenomenal over by young Zakir. Really impressive effort that by the young lad to take that game into the last over from Little Saiwan. Were in a position where the game was home and hosed and dead and buried, and Little Saiwan have chipped away, and USRC have chipped away, and Little Saiwan have probably been a little bit too conservative trying to take the game deep and work it through.
I mean, that's backfired on them a little bit there. Maybe a bit more intensity early on, just hit those boundaries and get the game done by the 17th or 18th. Playing it out to the 20th has made this a bit more dramatic than it needs to be. Bowling's been very good from USRC, so full credit to them. Good in the field. And they've kept the pressure on. Shahryar Khan has been given the final over, so not even bowling the full quarter of spin. They have another over of spin of the sleeves. They don't need it. Sticking with the seamer, sticking with Shahryar Khan, who just picked up a wicket in the previous over of Nathan Kellard. Horace has been wrong with his predictions all day. He predicted a little Saiwan win. Back in the power play. Oh my god. Are we in for something special here? Are we in for something remarkable? Munir Dar marks out his guard. Munir Dar has seen pressure situations before, but he's coming out of retirement for this game, it must be noted.
Much like Bangladesh.
Much like who?
Bangladesh.
Oh wow. Munir Dar's come out of retirement a lot, hasn't he? So Munir Dar's back out of retirement here today. Can he finish this off? Imagine a wicket here. Imagine being the next batter in from the Little Saiwan dugout, looking at this. 5 to win in 6 balls. Shahryar Khan steaming in. Pink towel flapping behind him. Hit hard down to long on. They're going to run hard and they get that run. And now it's on Ehsan Khan. 1 hit away. Can Ehsan finish it off? Look at the field. Third man back. fine leg. Not sure if he's going back or not. Deep square leg, back, deep mid wicket, back. Okay, third man's in. So long off, long on. Deep square leg, extra cover. And a mid wicket. So 3 deep on the leg side, 2 deep on the offside. Also for the hit down the ground. He's going to pitch it up by the looks of it. Third man fine leg, both in the circle. Hammer through the offside. Fielder's making chase. Puts in the slide, gets the throw in. They're coming back for the second one. It's chance for Nana. Oh, he's fumbled the collection and they get 2. So Munir has come back for the second. Big cheers in the dugout. 3 to win in 4. They're not making this easy. They're not taking the easy way out here. This one. 2 to win a 4 now. 2 to win a 4. 1 to tie. Ehsan Khan look for the single, tie the game, let Munir finish it off, or is he going to take it on himself to get these winning runs? 28 of 38. Let's take what he can get. Bat on ball and run. Here comes Shahryar. Bat and ball. Munir is herring off the block, and that's an easy single. He's coming back for the second. The throw's coming in. It's at the keeper's end. They've got it, and that's the game. Ehsan Khan has taken it deep and has finished it off in 1s and 2s. Little Saiwan, huge amount of cheers. Lost a lot of players in the off season, but have made the win, have pulled off the victory. And USRC fought hard, but that first win at Premier League level still eludes them. Little Saiwan pulled off the game.
Yeah, wow, what a phenomenal finish and an unexpected finish after the explosive start that Little Saiwan had, but certainly made for a great spectacle. Little Saiwan certainly took that game deep.
Took it very deep.
And kept USRC in the match. USRC spin bowlers getting them back into it after that explosive start. And what a fantastic first match of the Gencor Men's Premier League competition for 2021-22 season. So fantastic start to the competition, great spectacle, and hopefully the competition has more close games like that to come. And stay tuned next weekend. We hope to have both games streamed live. Had a few technical difficulties getting the Kowloon Cricket Club Pakistan Association game up, but I'm sure we'll have that rectified for next week, and we'll be back here again at Kwong Road Recreation Ground here in Hong Kong, ready for the second round of fixtures in the Gencor Premier League competition. Thanks a lot for joining us, and we'll see you next week.